We are live. I am
Let's
the
go.
host, Chris, host of Crash Canon, the podcast that everybody and nobody knows about. But I have another guest today. Who are you and what do you do?
Hello, my name is Daniel Joseph PISELLI, and I am a Catholic illustrator.
Is it silly that I thought when I first saw your Discord username you were a DJ? I
I
didn't
am.
realize that
Well,
was
yeah,
your initials.
yeah, my initials. Yeah,
I thought you were
I
like a
don't like.
music, like a disc jockey. Like
Oh
you're.
no, I don't jockey dim discs.
That was what I originally
Just so
thought when I
that
saw
all your
your name.
482 subscribers should know that.
Oh, 482. We gained one since the last time we
Yo,
checked.
let's go.
That's what's up.
That's sick.
Anyway, we got Kyle in the chat, a couple other people. We got our mod Daniel Pacelli in the chat here. Happy Random Art and Catholic Kyle. If you don't know Catholic
I love
Kyle,
Kyle.
you should definitely get to know him. Oh, 483. Look at
Yo,
that.
this guy's good. Oh, hi Nick. Yo, what's that picture, bro? Who is that? That's not you, bro. That's not
That
you.
is an awesome picture, by the way. All right. On that note, though, let's get started on what matters here, and that is Daniel, my pal Daniel. We've actually met in person, so I can say that
Mm-hmm.
on this channel.
Sure,
You were
if
at
you
the
want.
Creators Conference, um,
Yes.
and I know you through the Discord mostly, but you're also one of my mods, so you were an OG on the channel.
Yeah, it was when you did I think your first one, and then Kyle told everyone to hop into chat, and then you just started making everyone mod. It was kind of cool.
I literally modded anybody who joined the. I don't recommend this strategy for YouTube, but on my first stream, I modded everybody because that's the kind of guy I am. Anyway, so let's get into it. So, Daniel, are you a cradle or a convert?
Oh yeah, I'm a cradle. I was born of my father and mother, as one does. One is, and then I have three older brothers, and we were all raised Catholic, and we still are. So it's pretty cool.
That's what's up. Did you ever have any kind of a falling away, or are you too young or too old to have had that happen?
Dude, I'm 23. I'm too young. It's gonna happen. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
it
Hopefully
happened
not.
to me in eighth grade, so like it could happen
Oh.
relatively young.
Well, I do have when I was, I think back when you said eighth grade, back in junior high school, I remember like having like thoughts between like Catholicism and then solipsism. I'm like, wait, just got paranoid. I'm like, oh, what's going on, bro? You know what I mean? It's
Maybe
like
explain what solipsism is for people who don't know.
solipsism. Well, I think
I said
defined
that wrong.
it's. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, no,
I said
I
it
I
wrong. You said it
heard
right.
what the term like what it's called, via the definition from Matt Frad. So hopefully I'm getting this correct, but it's the belief that like you're like the only real person, like that you're the only one that exists
Oh,
and
so you
everyone
had
else
like
doesn't.
the Matrix moment, huh?
Yeah, hey, yeah. Yeah, I was a little isolatory sometimes, or like self-isolatory, not like antisocial, because I like people, I like hanging out with people. It's just kind of like I have my own thoughts, and sometimes it's just like, oh, dude, what's going on? Is this like maybe another option? But I'm like, no, that makes no sense. So it's just it's something that commonly popped up, nothing that I totally internalized and believed, but like that's kind of the only thing. Like sometimes like there's flirting with like a sort of atheism, but like I'm like, wait, but that doesn't make sense. like a medium, like wait, how does that even work?
The
And like
ultimate Protestantism, atheism.
yeah, yeah,
You're
the
protesting
rebellion.
everything.
Rebellion is evil. So
So you've been Catholic your whole life. How would you describe your experience as a Catholic? What's your Yelp review? No, I'm just kidding. You're like
oh,
five
it's pretty
stars.
cool.
Five
Yeah.
stars. JC's in the chat. Anyway, um, how did you get started in art though? Because art seems to be your main focus, and you've done things with. I've seen a lot of your art posted on your
Mm-hmm.
website. You're big into the comics. It seems like. What's your origin with art?
My origin with art. So my origin story. I just doodle a lot. It's like I have kind of like a I get sidetracked very easily sometimes. I used to just draw a lot. I think one of the earliest drawings that I could remember doing and that we have somewhere. My dad has like a photocopy of it because it was just so sad. I there's a picture of me like really really sad. It's like like teardrops and just like and then like I think it was maybe like 5 or 8 or something. I think maybe a 5. And there's like over my stomach, there was a sad face, and the clouds were all sad faces crying, and the sun was sad too. Oh, it's so sad. It's because when I was little, I had cyclic vomiting syndrome, and so I was hospitalized a lot, and that connects to my allergy, which is red dye 40, which was a trigger for that. And
Which
so
is in like everything.
it's in a lot. It's in my lips. It's in my ears. You can see all this. Yeah, it's killing me, but it's literally in everything. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
thankfully, we have a certain health head that's trying to kill the red dye 40, but we'll see how
good.
that goes.
It's really good. Yeah, yeah. I love that guy. Yeah. Um.
Hey,
Yeah.
if
Anyway.
there's one good thing he's gonna do, he's gonna get chemicals out of our food. Okay, I'm good
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Just want to go like for him, you know.
Yeah, are you trying to do the Javi impersonation here? Is that what we're doing
The
here?
Javi impersonation of the RFK. Of RFK. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, no, he does a great one. He does a really good one. Yeah, but like drawing was kind of like an outlet of what I kind of thought and what I kind of felt at the time, especially when I was really little. So it's kind of like the origins, and then
Yeah,
growing up, I mean, I just see these awesome cartoons of superheroes, these movies and stuff. Like I didn't start out with comic books. It took me a long time to ever like pick up a comic book. Maybe until like maybe junior like a junior high kind of sort of age. But
what was your
I
first
mean,
comic?
I don't even remember.
Was
At,
it the X-Men one where Nightcrawler proclaims the Catholic Church?
no,
That was how I put in the
I don't
thumbnail. Did
watch.
you?
I
Are
don't
you
watch X Men.
aware?
I saw that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Just want to make sure you were aware.
I'm in no man. But like I my first comics are like some like just cheesy old ones. I remember my
Yeah.
dad buying me like these three very just he thought I'm like, hey, if you want to get into comics, here are some cheap ones I picked up somewhere. I'm like, wow, these are lame, and I'm not gonna read them. And they were
These
lame, and
are
I didn't read them
lame.
really. Yeah, so
You're like, thanks, Dad. These are lame.
they're lame. I mean, they're yeah, but like growing up with like superheroes and stuff like that, just like I love them, and I knew they were from comic books. So, I mean, all right, if I can't be a superhero in real life, that career path's gone, bro. It's just done. But the next best thing I could be is a superhero writer or a
Yeah.
illustrator. Like the creation process comes from the illustration. Um,
So
in my eyes.
do you write storylines or are you just into art? What do you do both?
Well, I mean, I can't draw without like a story behind them. I mean, sometimes
But
the
some
story
people
will
are
come
just
with
doing the art, and some people are doing story and art, and some people are doing everything from the word go to the word end, right? Like so, it's
yeah,
all over the place with comic books. I know some people do just the
yeah, the
storyline, the
mhm.
plotting, and then they hire artists to do the rest. And then
Yeah.
other people do all of it.
Well, with me at least, I'm gonna kind of just be working by myself with the projects that I want to be working on. My senior capstone was a comic book about purgatory, and I did that all by myself. I mean, it's my capstone, so I had to. But I mean,
What's a capstone? Anybody
it's
doesn't
just like
know what it is.
to cap off like your thesis for college
Okay.
when you're in your senior. So yeah. It's kind of those things got me inspired, like superheroes and stuff. I'm like, okay, I just want to create cool characters that are good, and yeah, so that's kind of where I am.
Now, what was your degree then?
Illustration,
You had a degree in illustration. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
and so yeah, I'm sorry, you mentioned this before, and I want to say that yeah, I'm gonna do all of it. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna, edit it. I wanna figure out how to like print it and send like hard copies to people. That'd be awesome. But yeah,
A lot of people go the Kickstarter route. Have you considered doing something like that?
I think I tried setting one up. I just set up a Patreon in the last 2 days, and I have to talk to someone how to set that up. Maybe I'll DM Sam or some. I don't know, but we'll see where that goes. Because I just want to make something and I want to share it, but I do need the support because I have like, ooh, it takes time, and
Yeah.
like time is money, you know.
Well, I mean, there is definitely a market for these comics. Like I was telling you right before the chat started, or right before the live stream started. There's like these Saints Chronicles books.
Mm-hmm.
My son's got all of them. There's the Action Bible. So like if you want to put Christianity to comic form, there's a market for it. You just got to find the demographic and get them to actually support you, right? Like that's the idea.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that I want to do is like I just want to make start off with explicitly Catholic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, the pre-evangelization, that's cool and all, but like no one, I feel like I just need to capture an audience first, and I mean I want to focus on like the stuff that really like first, and then like once I get more experience with that, I'll branch out, you know. Like, but I'm not gonna become like um a Marvel DC competitor, not even an Image or Dark Horse competitor. I don't even know if I'll be able to compete with Voyage Comics, which is the Catholic comic brand, you know. So we'll see. But that's
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that. I do think that independent art is kind of, there was a time period when I was growing up where independent art basically was underground and you couldn't find it. But
hmm.
at this point, with things like Amazon, where you can even like print on demand, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, you name it, there is some website where you can kind of find your audience. YouTube opened
Oh
up the
yeah.
airwaves for people who couldn't make it on television, right? So like there is definitely a place to put your product out there. The question would be then how to find your audience. Has that been a
How?
struggle for you?
Uh, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's always going to be a struggle. I'm just starting out. I'm trying to launch a kind of relaunch in my YouTube channel right now, and I don't have a following really anywhere. I mean, I never really cared to. Like, I don't care, bro. I'm just gonna post
Me
my
either.
stuff. It's
I
gonna
don't have
become vain.
any followers whatsoever.
I know myself. I know it's gonna become vain, so I don't like try to care about like social media following. Like, I love YouTube and I care about that. I mean, I think I cared about YouTube since I was like 10. No, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So, I mean, yeah. So maybe I'll get my following there, but meantime, I want to like try to get my creativity going with like these certain passion projects of mine. Well, I don't want to say passion because passion projects get all like sweaty and weird and people don't really care. But you know, it's like these projects that have like resonate with me, that are in my heart, that I can share with other people. I mean, I peeled back that passion part of passion project because if you have a passion project, you can't receive criticism on stuff and you can't receive feedback. So once, I mean, I need the help. So it's just a project I really care about and I want other people to care about too.
You know what could be really cool? This is a suggestion for you live on the public airwaves, but
Sure.
what would be really cool is if you did some kind of a collaborative effort with a comic style video where you did frame by frame and had people from the Catholic community voice act various
Oh yeah.
quotes, like
So
play a character
have like the comic already made, but then like
on,
go
yeah,
like
on the
panel to panel
screen.
and like
You could have
have
people, your friends, and
have Kyle play the damsel in distress,
yeah, exactly.
and
Kyle,
Drew be the
Kyle can play.
superhero, and Haley can be the burglar with the gun, you know, and we'll see. That'd be kind of cool.
I think that would be really a way to kind of introduce your comic to the world without having to put in all the production effort of actually printing the comics.
We'll see.
And
We'll
then
see.
once you do that and you get people in with that kind of a setting, then you can print it. If the views are high enough and your collaborations make enough of an impact, you could easily print something afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah.
Sorry,
That's
I,
10 out of 10 response right there. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, no,
all right.
that's a fun
Let's
idea.
get into it. Like art is super important, and
Mm-hmm.
if anything, as Catholics, we've lost a lot of ground in the art space over the last like 500 years since the Protestant Reformation. Where do you
Mm-hmm.
view the future of Catholic art? Are we? I mean, obviously, we're about a step behind. Protestants have so much more funding than we do to build things. For example, the Chosen is not a Catholic. I mean, there's Catholics in the Chosen, but the Chosen is not funded by Catholics, not
Mm-hmm.
specifically.
By Mormons.
But well, yeah, to a degree, it was
Yeah,
in the
the
beginning.
Jews
It
of Christian media.
the Jews of Christian media. I mean, Angel Studios is heavily funded by Mormons, but The Chosen has divorced from Angel Studios. So, not
Mm,
sure if you're aware of
that's kind of
that.
cool. Good for them. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, I'm not sure who funds them now, but they did have a big discussion on that. And like VidAngel is pretty cool too, because you can take art that's not Christian and filter out anything you don't want to see.
I think
right?
I've heard. Yeah,
So
it's
VidAngel,
really.
you can literally go like piece by piece. I don't want to
I
see
saw that.
scenes with this particular type of thing and going on. So what I'm saying is like the art form is largely outside of the Catholic realm. But what we're doing right now, Kyle, at least people like Kyle's mission is to get that back. What do you see in the future? Is there a Catholic funding way to get art back in the Catholic Church where we're kind of in control again?
Well, you just have to care about like art itself and about the skill and about the trade. I mean, a lot of the bogusness of the modern art now is just like, you know, it's there's a certain type of intellectualism that people prescribe to like things like brutalism and other like
Brutalism is
postmodern.
usually ugly. Like
Yeah,
I don't get inspired looking at a Picasso.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I Picassos are cool,
They are
kind
cool.
of.
I don't get inspired like to my soul though. I just look at it and say,
Yeah, no,
what is this guy's
it's
brain
not
doing?
necessarily edifying. It's more
Yeah.
design. Um, and the thing with that is just there is like a some orderliness to certain things and deeper ideas that influence these things, right? But it became a grift where they fell into the trap of innovation and they
Yeah.
tried to innovate on something that was already fringes at as its where its ideas are at,
There's a
So
banana taped to a wall in some museum somewhere. That's art
yeah, and that
apparently.
I mean that was supposed to kind of insult modern art in a way too. Like, hey,
Yeah.
all right, you guys, I'm just going to expose you guys as grifters and scammers, all you gallery people. I'm gonna put a banana to a wall, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna fawn over it, and I'm gonna make a lot of money. And it happened, it's just a grift, man. I mean, these people know, and they exploit it. Like Jackson Pollock was a total like goober monkey. Like he thought of something. He thought what he was doing mattered, but he was kind of just whipping paint on like the canvas, and there was it was explained to me that it was like supposed to be like this very like masculine like uh action, kind of super rough, just like spraying your testosterone paint all over the
Well, yes,
canvas,
some of these things are more about the action than it is about the art, right?
Yeah, a lot of them is performance based, but like they propped up Jackson Pollock to kind of confuse the Soviets, and then we're like, "Oh wow, Jackson Pollock, it's popular, wow!" And yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, but us Catholics, I mean, we are still like leading in the art sphere in a way with our history,
Well, yeah,
and
historically, there's nobody beats the Catholic Church
no
historically.
one can.
Nothing's as
It's
beautiful as
it's
what we've done.
impossible. It's
Yeah.
impossible. Even like the meticulous like century making of like certain Eastern pagan religions, they're ugly.
Yeah,
It
a lot
it
of it
very
is.
it became like a meticulous practice, but it and very dedicating and very devotionally, but then it turns into this very ugly thing, which is very exemplary for the religion, which is hilarious, but also really sad.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, um,
I mean, you
yeah, I
step into
mean,
a Catholic church and you see like, unless you're stepping into a modern church, and then it's like, like it almost looks Protestant. But if you step into a historical Catholic church, the art is just
it's
beautiful.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Yeah, it's a lot of people get lost in the sauce with just forms and gestures, which is very basic for you to learn design in certain sorts of eye-catching ways, but it's just simplified into this not just I don't want to really say pop art, like I also want to say brutalist either, but this this cubism of art of sorts, and kind of making it down into their bare shapes. And yes, there could be order to that, and that's cool and all, and it's good, but it's just really not inspiring. Because if you kind of just devolve something to its base and not have that depth in those layers, it just really doesn't matter. It's just
well,
like, oh,
the
cool, it
epitome
kind of looks
that you're
ugly.
talking about, at least from what I've seen, have you seen Obama's library?
I did. It looks super. It actually looks kind of cool, but in like a awful way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It looks
It looks
sick,
like
but it's
the
also like,
headquarters of some evil villain's lair.
yeah. I mean, it's
It
it's
just looks weird.
go away. Hi, Dad. Yes. I love you. Bye. That was cool.
There you go. I'm gonna pull up the picture because I think this would be good for us to talk about.
Obama.
Obama
Here,
Library.
search up after that the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see.
do that.
These are. Yeah, I'm just gonna here. I'll share my screen.
Yo,
Let me pull
where's
this up.
chat right now, guys? Start yapping.
They're being kind of lazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Chat, get in here. Come on. I see there's 15 of you watching. All right, let's see.
Are there
So
actually 15 people
for those
watching? That's a lot.
allegedly, yeah,
Allegedly.
that's not.
Based.
All right, here we go.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I mean, look at this. This
Obama.
thing is ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like a weird. Yo, UMass Dartmouth.
Did he find UMass Dartmouth?
No, somebody posted that in the chat.
Oh,
Julia
that's
something.
that's my girlfriend.
Brutalist
Cool.
Maxing.
That's my future wife right there.
There you go. All right, you heard it here first,
Brutalist
guys.
Maxing. She's right.
Yeah, this
is the
thing
Obama.
is ugly. Holy cow!
It's cool what they were able to pull off. They just made something stupid, you know.
Yeah, like what were they thinking?
They kind of don't know what they're doing in a way.
Well, they spent so much money building it too. I guess it's like way over budget too. That's the crazy part.
Obama probably wouldn't like this. He'll probably be like, yeah, it's cool, but like other people who are more Marxist and more communist made this and said all the yeses, you know.
It's funny, like they'll commit so hard. They'll commit to the bit. They'll commit so hard to ugly things that you're like, it's hard to believe that they actually see beauty in real life. I don't know. That's just me. You said UMass Dartmouth.
Dartmouth, yes. Mass.
Dartmouth.
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 It's like
there
Dartmouth. Yep. And this is my
college. Oh yeah! Wow.
I mean, honestly,
I'll
be 100% with you. It's kind of cool. It's kind of
yeah. I mean,
cool.
it looks like something you might see in Star Wars, honestly.
Yeah, but like my big problem with it is the interior. That's the inside of the library right there, but the interior is all concrete. It's the same as the outside, really. There's nothing to make it more comfortable
what's the
or anything.
Point? Oh, geez, that is super brutalist.
It's crazy. I mean, the point is to make kind of like a homogenous, kind of like social setting of like you're focused on being here, you're focused on being like the worker bee.
The prison.
The prison, yeah.
Listen, I went to a high school that was literally designed by a prison architect. Okay.
Well, that's who this is. This is Paul Rudolph.
There was no windows in the high school I went to.
Well, there are no windows in certain classrooms either.
Yeah.
Like this is like the foyer, you know. But the yeah, but this is designed by Paul Rudolph, who's not very like great guy, but he is he designed prisons, you know. It's
well, you know, he's not far off designing universities and prisons. So let's just put it that way. He's not far off of his original plan.
It's a strange place to be in. Like it's cool, but it's also like I don't like sitting here. Those are chairs right there. Those are little seats.
What's your opinion on the university system? Like, do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Like, where do you land on? You think it's fine?
I think it's fine because, like, I mean, you can have a certain temperament that doesn't need to go to a university, and you can self-teach, but sometimes you don't. You know, sometimes you need that. And I think at the time I needed something like that. Do I think I got like scammed? No. But do you think I got like taken a lot of money?
Well, that's what I look at. It's like to me, it's like it turns into indentured servitude. Unfortunately, like you're learning a skill. Like that's the whole point of going to university, right? You're learning some kind of a skill, but they also hit you with random stuff you don't actually need to do the job you're training for. Like, for example, why did I take 4 philosophy classes for an engineering degree? It makes no sense. I mean, philosophy is good and all, but I can learn that without having to do it in college.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain classes that like you kind of just have to take. Like, I don't mind my literature classes because I need to learn how to do literature stuff because illustration as the medium itself is to. Well, my professor said it's when you draw and make money, you know.
Yeah.
But it's really an illustration process is like conveying something, telling a story. Like I say, I'm illustrating to you an idea. I'm not actually drawing, but I'm.
Well, I mean, this sounds like something that would actually equip you for your future job, as opposed to like, okay, here, take this ancient philosophy class for your engineering degree. When am
Yeah,
I going to use ancient philosophy in engineering? It's just like it's clearly filler. You know what I mean?
yeah. The sucky thing is though is that I had to take like one of my literature classes was like a sustainability class. I'm like in like the
In
professor
literary,
and it's like I don't know, dude. It's strange,
sustainability in
bro.
literary.
This is University of Massachusetts we're talking about. Who knows? I'm fine having filler classes. I don't mind. I just don't want too much homework from that, and
Yeah.
if it kind of keeps my brain sharp, then I don't care.
Listen, I had
Um,
to do a film study class for my engineering degree, and I'll tell you what, those films were some of the weirdest things I have ever seen in my life. Did you
yeah,
do any
no,
film study?
no, because I know I was gonna see something weird. I think my girlfriend went into a film study class, and she's like, "This is awful." No, I think my friend Nathan did. He's like, "This is awful. I'm gonna leave." Something. Oh no, it was my girlfriend, and then my friend Nathan is like, yeah, this one girl was just like hopping on desks and saying, "Why are you showing me this?" and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, what's going on in this?
Well, mine was online, so if there was a film that was just like, nope, ain't gonna watch that, I just kind of, read the synopsis and went for it.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So I mean, I think it equipped me well. I mean, you get out more than you put in if you actually put in stuff. Like illustration. My illustration major didn't teach me how to draw because that's not my major. I mean, there's
I
some
think you either have
foundational.
that or you don't. You
Yeah,
can
I mean,
learn skills in drawing, but you either can draw or you can't. Some people can't.
yeah, well, I mean, you have these foundational classes your first year that you have to take, which is good. And then you can take other art class. I mean, you have to take other art studio classes to kind of, develop your skill.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, she did say I have to sit through one class. Yeah, she
Was
told me
she the
that.
one
I'm like,
dancing, or not dancing, jumping on the table saying, I need to leave? No,
no,
I'm just
no, that
kidding.
was someone else. That girl is a little cuckoo.
Okay,
But
fair enough, fair enough.
yeah, I mean, but some people kind of treat it at like high school, go like kind of go through the bare minimum, and I
Yeah.
mean, I can see by like the senior art from years ago to like now that there's a good amount of drop off
In quality.
in quality because illustration used to be more of like a particular
Well, they
career.
expand the number of people that can get the same degree. Like that's what's
Yeah,
happened. The universities used to be very selective, and now
which
they're
is
like anybody who can pay for this can come.
yeah, which don't necessarily have a problem with if they just get better.
Well,
I
the
mean,
the
is
biggest
there?
problem I see is like you're saying the drop off in merit, the drop off in talent, the drop off in actually
Yeah,
being quality at what you're trying to do.
yeah, and
And
it's
there's
also
like almost zero help with trying to realign students who are in the wrong field, because there's plenty of students who have gone into a field they weren't equipped for.
yeah, and I think the also problem, well, not necessarily a problem, but it's just a side effect of having the medium so like wide and mainstream now. Like now everyone can do it. Even I can do it. No, I'm not the best artist ever.
I've
Like
seen your art. Your art's good.
I have a hard time drawing legs. I had to like use myself as reference. I mean, I usually don't use
Just draw
reference.
everybody from the waist up. Good to go. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, it's true. Like Rob Liefeld, just never draw legs or feet.
never
You know,
draw feet. You're
never
not
draw
you're not
feet.
enabling the weird people that like feet if you don't draw them.
What do Deadpool's feet look like? I have no clue, dude. No idea.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares, bro? I do honestly. Feet are kind of cool to draw. It's kind of cool, like drawing all the little tootsie toes and like the nails on them. It's kind of weird.
He's like, I'm drawing a hangnail on this guy. No.
Yeah, I'm drawing the infected like athlete's foot on this one. But yeah, it's just.
I just pictured something that I can't describe on here because
I'll show you
I would feel
I'll show
bad.
you my photo of my toe when it was infected, but I probably not. Maybe not
Oh
when you did.
geez, I did not. I was
It's
not
cool.
going down that route. I was just there's a guy that I used to know that had just absolutely unhealthy feet, and he always wore sandals, open-toed sandals. And I'm not going to go farther than that, but you can guess what that kind of looks like.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do want to shout out these guys. These guys are pretty cool.
I love,
Trinity.
dude. That was like the first like IPA I've ever had, and I'm like, wow, this is not terrible. I mean,
And then you try another
granted,
IPA, and you're like, well, wait a second. IPAs are kind of terrible, except for
except for Trinity Brew.
yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing was they were a lifesaver because at Chesterton Cigars, they ran out of water,
Oh
and
yeah.
no one had the bright idea to get more. And I'm like, oh, I need to. I'm so thirsty. I'm so hot in here. Beer. Beer.
I remember when I had my first beer. I had no
Honestly,
water at Chesterton's. No, I'm just
it
kidding.
was kind of Yeah, no, I don't like beer, but I was like, I mean, I thought it was okay and fine, so I'm like, okay, so they're good. They're good on my end because like I hate beer, but they were fine, so cool.
Yeah, Tridentine has some cool
Ugh.
Tridentine, Tridentine, whatever the heck you pronounce. I've said it like 3 different ways, and Trevor never corrected me. So all are
Good.
correct apparently. Anyways, they've got some cool artwork though on their beer cans.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I can't remember who makes the actual art. It might be I don't want to say the wrong name, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I think they have some really awesome artwork graphics for their beer cans, and it's like you don't usually see people trying that hard to make cool art for their beer cans unless they're like an up and coming brand.
Well, I mean, a
So
lot of IPAs have crazy art because they have crazy names, so it's kind of just like, hey, we'll just take this this is not directed toward you, Trinity Brewing, but we'll just kind of take this fizzy piss and we'll make it whatever name that we want.
yeah,
We'll just do like the sickest drawing ever. You know, and I want to say, Trinity's Brewing beer is not fizzy piss, okay? It's kind of fun, you know. It's pretty good
yeah.
for someone who despises beer. It's pretty good. So that's a huge endorsement, by the
There
way.
you go. Yeah, you heard it here first, guys. Guy who doesn't like beer likes Tridentine, so you should all buy it if you have it available near you. Which that's my only complaint. I cannot find it anywhere in Michigan. Okay,
I can't not
nowhere.
find it anywhere in Massachusetts.
Fair
Do I look
enough.
hard? Not really, but I mean, I can't find it, so that's a problem.
Well, I'm gonna tag them and be like, "Listen, we need it in more states," and he'll just be like, "I know, we're trying.
Okay, but try better, I guess.
Try better, try harder,
Yeah.
make the laws work better for you." Anyway, um,
Yes.
I guess it is something people kind of think of as an afterthought is art, but really, art is the
It's kind
first
of a
thing that
building
you
block,
see. Like if
yeah.
I go to go buy something, right? What's the first thing I see? I see this kind of different looking colored thing here with a little eagle on it. It's simple, but
I like the palm
it's
trees.
green and I don't know. Yingling
I
has
mean, yeah, I can't really
simple but
see it. I
nice
know it's
art.
green.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my green screen, you know.
Yeah,
My green
it's
screen does
kind
it.
of cool.
Anyway,
It's
the
fine.
first thing you see is art. Like if you go pick up a book, what's the first thing you see? Cover, right?
Okay, I'm
And
glad that you're answering because I don't like tests too much.
it, Bros in college doesn't like tests.
Oh well,
Whoops.
I graduated last year, so
Oh, fair enough, fair enough,
yeah, I
fair
got
enough.
my degree, and I
But what
don't
I'm
really.
saying is like people don't value art, but art is probably the most valuable thing to sell something.
Yeah, it's just it's your marketing, and you kind of have to, you know, figure out like follow the trends and see where that goes. And if you kind of follow your heart, but like the good side of your heart, not like the wicked one, you know, not the bad stuff. You know, I mean, you'll kind of land yourself in sort of an indie camp, but it'll kind of gain like a certain amount of respect and kind of you could build like branding and kind of like a name for yourself off of that. Because a lot of bigger brands follow suit and kind of just make it more modern, make it more cubic, you know, like the bare bones, simple, streamlined. It's not really like it's just weird, you know.
All right, what's your opinion on AI? AI is pretty bad for the art field, in my opinion. But
It's
what's your opinion on it?
it is. I think it's funny. I think it's a fun
You
little
think it's
tool.
funny? What do you mean by funny?
I think it's a little funny. I think it's a little silly. Like the stuff that it can generate. I think it's kind of fire. Like I saw oh my gosh, I saw the video that Michael Caprice like posted like oh like he reposted like an X post and it was just Candace Owens song about singing about it's it was cool, dude. It was so cool. That
Was
was
it the one
cool.
where they're trying to claim she's crazy? That one? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
song.
watched it yet. I saw the
You should watch
post,
it. It's
but
cool.
I haven't seen. I haven't. Listen, Candace, I'll still interview you even if people think you're crazy. Okay, I'm just saying. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah. It's pretty. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad for some artists and stuff, and it looks pretty grim. But I think people are kind of just adapting, saying like, hey, we need to like actually support an industry that will kind of we can collaborate with because there's are still people are still empathetic to that fact. I think it's a fine tool. I mean, there's certain things that it replaces that I kind of don't have a lot. Like, I don't have enough sympathy for it. Like,
yeah.
I hate AI music because it's bad. You know,
You know,
I
AI
mean,
music
the
is just the
Candace Owens
most
song was hilarious, but it's
mainstream.
really bad.
It's the
It's
most
hilarious. It's just really bad.
mainstream thing you can think of is what AI produces for music.
Yeah, I mean, people see past that and they're like, yeah, they call it as like the crap that it is. But then you have the AI art, which I don't think it can create art, and that's a giant discussion. But I mean, of the definition of what is art. But what they
AI art is just plagiarism done really well. That's all it is.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I just think I put in like the terms of, because the way I argue is like, if you
It
feed
can't
it,
create anything, and it has to use data it has to make something, right?
yeah,
So no matter
yeah,
what you feed it to create something, it's pulling from a source that exists to invent to create something. It's not like it'd be like the same as if I put a picture of Saint Michael the Archangel and tried to paint something similar, right? Like
yeah, and
it's
which
not
is,
creating something new; it's creating something based on what it knows.
well, I mean, that's what the artist does, though. But I think the difference
In
is that
some
it doesn't
cases,
process that. Like it's a pixelated collage. You know, that's what it
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah,
and it doesn't
because
know
it
what it's
plagiarizes
making.
piece by piece across the board.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have the ideas, the illustrative ideas, and the themes behind it. I mean, there's a art direct. You can call yourself the person who generates it, the art director. But then you feed this in, but it's making something that you could generate like thousands of images and get the thing that you want, but it's not necessarily art, I believe, because artist, when you think of the term artistry, I mean, certain definitions say that it's explicitly human, but like, I mean, some people don't grant that, fine, whatever, but a lot of artistry is like the skills that you obtain and trying to, like, it's the mastery of your trade, really. That's
yeah.
what artistry is. And I don't think AI necessarily masters it because it's kind of fed it, you know. You have to master the AI and whip it into shape to get what you want, kind of in
I
a
also
way.
think you can use AI as like almost like a concept car, like the auto industry does, where they build something that they're not sure if they're going to use or what might actually be worth using or what part might be available for the future. Like for example,
Mm-hmm.
there was an Xbox 360 car back in like 2006 ish, 2007. They basically smashed an Xbox 360 inside of a car where you could play Xbox games on the dashboard. It was kind of wild.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's so. Oh my gosh,
so
that's
like
so
I
like
look
two
at
thousands,
AI
bro. That's
as like
cool.
you can throw concepts at the AI to generate ideas for you and then
Mm-hmm.
create your own art using the ideas that you may have gotten through like it's like storyboarding. Like you can throw stuff on the wall and see what sticks, right?
Yeah, and
It's just quicker to do it.
yeah, and I there is something fake about the AI industry, like where how people use it, that it's just not a smart move because a lot of people just don't respect it. They respect
Yeah.
people and they see through that and they find it lazy. And so by a practical standpoint, I feel like it's just bad to use, like, even just because of that. Like there's like a myriad of points that um, you can say you should probably not use AI. I don't mind using AI as like a tool for when I have to enhance something. So if I have a Photoshop document and I have to expand the borders, or maybe I have like an eye, but I don't want to draw out like a realistic looking eye, and maybe it's just like a little bit in the background is obscured, right? I'll change it to like a wink or something, or I want to blend the image together to kind of create this um, the product that I have to make the ship out fast. I mean, still my composition, but like it's an aid. And I mean, tools aren't bad. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You know.
Well, you don't view AI as something like Terminator style. We're gonna in the future we're gonna be combating AI fighting us or something. You view
I
AI as it's simply a tool that has a much smarter set of capabilities.
Yeah, in a way, you know, like there are certain things that I do that I kind of like. I don't want people to generate AI art, right?
Yeah.
But like I fed like one tear. I had this audio from Godspelling that I needed to edit, right, for one of the React videos. Bless his heart, he filmed it in a church or like the upper balcony, it seems like, right? And it's just so echoey. And I'm not an audio engineer. I'm not an audio artist, bro. I can't do that. But I feed it into the Adobe podcasting like sound enhancer software, got rid of all of it, and it sounds perfect, right?
Nice.
And I mean, that's awesome, and it's a great tool. But then like, what about the audio engineer that like you pay for that kind of system to do that? You know, I mean, I do feel
I've
like
done
there
that
could
work
be like an
before for
argument.
many, many, many people. Actually, believe it or not, I'm very good at engineering audio.
Yeah, but why do it when you can? Why pay someone when you can do it for free? So we
I,
kind of
I
get
don't
that.
disagree with you at all.
Mm-hmm.
If I could
So
get
it's very.
out all of the headaches of all the echoes that I've dealt with in the past without having to do anything myself, you better believe I'd happily take that. But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I do look at it. You're right; it's a career destroyer.
Yeah, it's very strange because there's certain things that maybe seem more personal, like art. Like art is very, very like personalized, which maybe it shouldn't be in a way, but like it's kind of it works out of your imagination,
Yeah,
which is, I mean, which is kind of like what you think and like also kind of like the perceived reality of things. So it's
yeah.
like your belief system and kind of what you. I don't want to be gay and say that you're putting your life experience on a wall, but also like I don't want to be one of them gays, but like, dude, but like in a way, you're putting like a lot of your knowledge and of like your beliefs kind of just on, just like in that image on the wall, like whatever. And that I mean, it can be personal, but I mean, a lot of the time, I mean, better art isn't just personal. It's like transcendent into kind of just like the divine stuff, you know, like yeah, I mean that's like a totally separate point, but like the kind of like the why it's just so important to artists is that they feel like their ideas and beliefs are being replaced, which is I mean it sounds a little silly, but I mean it's just a human response and it makes sense.
I mean, honestly, it's a similar reason why some people prefer the record player over a digital audio player because it's more raw. You can feel the actual presence of somebody recording that music for to play back to you because there's that crackle. There's something about it that's more human than ones and zeros popping out through your headphones.
Yeah, and I also just like the '60s vibe. I feel vintage. I feel cool. Oh,
I mean, but think about it. Like any imprecise method of recreating something that is analog. You know what the difference between analog and digital is?
pretty much, yeah. But don't ask me to
Like
explain it to you. But you can say it.
like digital is always some kind of a code, right? So you've got ones
Mm-hmm.
and zeros, and through this binary code, you get something that is less precise than an analog physical recording, at
Mm-hmm.
least to a certain degree. You can get very very close to as precise as an analog recording, but artists still will prefer a master on some kind of an analog if they can get it, because no matter how
Mm-hmm.
precise you get with digital, it's almost too clean to be real. There's some kind of an uncanny valley aspect to digital music, especially if like you record it and it sounds better than when you recorded it because
It's
some
just like
enhancement was
synthesized and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Whereas like
right.
an analog, you hear every little bit of what was happening when you recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Analog has a range of like whatever that range is, the analog can hit a precise number.
You feel the story, like all the little dust particles in the air. It's like you're trapped through time, and you're going to the past, and you have all that stuff, and you can't have anything in that digital space. It's all
But
sterile.
even with analog instruments versus digital
Oh
instruments,
yeah, dude, I'm gonna
like
pop out my
there's
trumpet and play it.
no, you're not
I'd
hearing me. I'm
rather.
talking about like electrical instruments, like things that
Oh
measure,
yeah,
right?
I mean yeah,
It's like you have to do a lot more calculations in a digital world that you don't have to do in an analog world.
yeah,
If that makes sense. Like for
yeah.
example, like for your speedometer, right? A digital
Mm-hmm.
speedometer just reads out a number, and
Mm-hmm.
it can do it very fast. It can do it very real time. But an analog would be like your speedometer with the actual dial,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see it moving real time.
And you can kind of get the nuances of like what's
Yeah.
going in between. Hold on, my camera's going to die. So what
Uh
we're gonna
oh.
do is we're gonna play Surgeon. All right, it's gonna freeze when I take the battery out. So, ah, frick, it didn't freeze. All right,
Oh
I
man.
was making a face just for that. Hold on. See, I always have a backup battery. It's
Well,
just
there
can
you
I
go.
fit stuff into holes? Did I pass my 2 year old second grade? You know.
Oh no. What happened? Wait a second.
All right, I'm back. My room. You can't see that.
I can't see anything.
Oh, I'm back, man.
Are
All right.
you?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm
Oh,
on the
there
stream.
we go. Now I can see you. Now I can see you.
What?
Your
The
camera
stream
wasn't
saw me
loaded in.
first.
Does
Does
Daniel
Daniel
live
live in
near?
the PBS headquarters? Um, I graduated green people. You know, remember my past avatar was just green.
Green
Yeah, I
people. Oh my
graduated.
goodness.
I
All right.
grew out of it. I was one of them green kids.
Here's the next question for you. So we went
Hmm.
through the AI kind of conversation, but I mean, maybe ethics of AI would be a good question. I mean, you kind of answered that. It seems like there's a natural, almost anti-response to AI from an ethics perspective. But like morally speaking, do you think that it is moral or immoral to use AI art, or just because it's a tool doesn't make it moral or immoral?
Um, I think it's imprudent, but
Yeah,
I
I would agree
don't
with
want to. I don't want to say it's immoral. I mean, there's certain points where you can make where you can say, "Oh, it's immoral because it's driven off stolen data," and I don't really care for
that.
the
It is driven
argument.
off stolen data. That is
Yeah,
true.
and I don't care for the argument where it's like, "Oh, it's killing the trees because you need water to cool down the systems," and I'm like, I don't care,
I
dude.
don't think people understand though, like how much like actual resources go into the data processing centers required to run AI. Like that,
Maybe.
it is a lot of resources.
Well, then we need to start making nuclear energy, man, and then we can make the
Hey,
super
I'm on board with that. Let's build some nuclear
the Uber
plants,
Max
okay?
AI. You know,
Let's do
um,
it. Build some more nuclear plants. I'm down.
yes, but like
If you're
I don't
truly
think it's
a green
necessarily.
energy person, you want nuclear. If you're not, if you're one of those fake ones that work with what's that horrible place in California? The something I
All of them. It's
yes,
you're really narrowing it down, man. What the
pretty
horrible
much
place in
all of them.
California?
No,
Yeah,
it starts with like an S. It's like the something. Oh gosh,
I don't know,
it's one
dude.
of those
I
shadow
have no
groups that
idea.
controls the green energy movements, and they basically say no wind and solar. You can't do nuclear, and it's like, what do you mean? Like you make no sense. Anyway,
But you're green and nuclear is green. Like what? Like what's the problem here?
yeah,
Like
you're
why are
just
you
gonna
so
glow
against it?
green. You're all good.
It's still green. Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think it's immoral unless like you're using like the stolen stuff. But I
I do
mean,
think the
no one.
resources is a good conversation to have. I think there's a lot of people that don't realize just how much resources are required.
Yeah, and I also can see that in the chat and via the conversation how much of us were indoctrinated by that one Trent Horn video, you know, about nuclear energy.
What? He did a nuclear energy video.
Yes, it was
I'm not
pretty.
aware of that.
It's not bad. Yeah, but if all right, let's say in a vacuum where it's like it doesn't do pull a bunch of resources and it doesn't like steal images from people because like there are some sites that they pull from their own stock and then you can I mean or you can train models off your own art whatever blah blah blah, let's say that like you do it ethically, whatever that means. um then it's
Seth,
not immoral,
have
it's
you
not
seen nuclear waste up close? I have to know now. I'm curious.
he has, and that's kind of the inspiration for his channel.
What?
Yeah, it's just a
Wait,
bunch of
what?
nuclear
Hold.
waste.
What? I'm so confused. I don't know this inside joke here. Um,
I'm just making stuff up.
okay,
Anyway, yeah,
yes,
no, I
what are
don't
you
think it's
talking about?
yeah. Anyway, I don't think it's immoral. I just think it's just bad practice. Like you don't need to do that, and also it's just like it's just imprudent. You know, it's just
Yeah,
imprudent.
yeah. There we
Yeah.
go. Um, okay, so the next question I have for you, what's it like being an illustrator in the modern world?
Oh man, I'm poor. I can't afford anything. I'm just eating thin pieces of bread off my one loaf that lasted me 4 months. I'm almost out. I'm gonna starve. Yeah, it's pretty much that, dude. I mean,
Vincent Van Gogh to the store. No,
so true, so true. I'm gonna buy like
paint and eat it.
I'm gonna buy the newspaper with the coupons and eat that. No, well I mean that's the nice part
You don't
with
have to
them is my
pay for the
parents. They give me
newspaper. You just
they
take it with you.
what
Well, sometimes you got to pay for the
what
newspaper. I thought you were talking about the advertisements.
what? Why are you telling me this now?
He's like going to get the Kroger ads.
Frick. Anyway, yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's hard to get into your field because you really have to build your stuff up as an illustrator. So I mean, you just.
When
I
did you
mean,
get your first gig? Like, how old were you?
I mean, I think I already graduated, and that was with Tarzan.
Tarzan?
Yeah, and he's a He's been my guy
Oh,
actually. Tarzan
I
Banano, sorry. He's
I
been
was
my
like, wait a
guy with some
second,
of this
you were
stuff.
part of the Disney's Tarzan back in the early, like how the
I
heck did you
was,
get
and I
involved in
think wait,
that?
what time? When did it come out? No, dude, I wasn't even like a
I was gonna say, were
thought
you
yet.
even born?
No, probably not. I was born in 2002.
When? Okay,
I
we
wasn't
gotta
even
look this up.
conceived. I wasn't
We
even
gotta look this up.
conceived
When was
during 9/11,
Tarzan?
like before 9/11, bro. I was not even
You're
a.
not part of. Oh my goodness! Now I'm feeling old.
My mom was
I
not
think
even
we're like a
pregnant with
literal
me during.
decade apart in age because
I'm
I'm gonna be
23,
33. 1999. I was
bro. Yeah,
7 when Tarzan came out.
I was -3, bro.
-3. Bro's a full-blooded Zoomer.
Full blood. I'm in the middle, because Drew is the cap.
Drew
96,
is
I'm
the
pretty
cat.
sure. Drew is the cap of Gen Z. He is a Gen Z kid.
No, he's not. Drew is
He's
not
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. He's
He's Gen Z.
millennial.
No, he's
No,
not a
no, no,
millennial.
no.
He's a Gen Z.
Listen, I'm like dead center of millennials.
Um,
No, not dead
Gen Z
center.
caps out right now. I'm pretty sure at like 29, and then Gen Z bottoms out. I
Drew's
think
over
now
29.
he's not. No, he's not 30, bro.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? I'm gonna text him right now. Danny
Okay.
thinks you're Gen Z.
Well, Drew doesn't know, dude. He doesn't know. He's like, I think I'm Gen Z, but like I'm a millennial, pretty much. I'm like, bro.
All right, hold on.
He's on.
Danny
He's on the
says
line.
Drew
He's like the cap, bro.
is Gen Z,
Yeah,
but
and
I
then
don't believe him. There we go. We'll get it straight from the horse's mouth. I'll find out.
and then like the bottom is like I think like 16 or 17 now. Because I remember like last year when I was teaching at a Catholic school, they were like it was like 15 or something.
Yeah,
For Gen Alpha.
my kids
So
are the next gen.
they're beta.
No, they're the alphas, right?
Well, if they're, I think babies born this year, I'm pretty sure are beta.
Well, my next child will be a beta then. My current
Rip.
all of my children
Skillish
prior.
baby.
Listen, I've got siblings that are Gen X. I've got parents that are a boomer and a Gen X.
That's kind of cool.
My family spans lots of ranges of generations.
Yeah, I mean, my oldest brother is a millennial, and then my brother Steven, I'm pretty sure that he is the same age as Drew, and he's a millennial. And then
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
where did my mustache go, Patrick? I tripped and it. That's what happened.
Listen, isn't Gen Z the mustache crew? I mean, come on. Millennials got the hipster beards.
Younger millennials have started trying to look young and tried to copy the mullet and the mustache, right? Because Gen Z high schoolers started doing mullets a while back.
Listen,
actually,
mullets will never be cool.
mullets. It depends on who you are. Bro.
Never.
Yeah,
there will never be a situation where I look at a mullet and say that's a cool guy.
Hey man,
it's never gonna happen.
There's a certain like beard style that like every single one of like my brothers and myself have done like in high school. I think like around our senior year. I think I started when I was sophomore and stopped when I was a junior. But we had like chin strap, just like, but it's kind of thick too. Like I have like a 2 months chin strap right here.
Do you know what happened? You know what happened with the chin straps back in the day?
What?
So like when I was in high school, everybody did the chin strap. Like almost every person did the chin strap. So of course I did it, right? And then midway through like my junior high school, there was some comment on a what websites were even around back then? Like maybe MySpace, where it said like anybody with a chin strap is a pedo, and I was like, well, that's done. No more. Okay. No more chin strap for me.
But like neck beards, bro, you have to have your chin strap like on your chin though.
Oh no, the super clean chin strap they had that picture. So these guys are the. It's like, oh no.
Frick, yeah.
So
no, I thought it looked weird, so I shaved it off. But yeah.
Everybody and their brother had the chin strap when I was.
Yeah, I mean, I had it because George started it, and then we kind of all copied him. Even though like me and my brother George are like 2 different generations and like 8 years apart. So,
listen, anytime you have siblings in the generation above you, you tend to follow like you sit somewhere between the 2 generations. So for example, I have Gen X sisters, so I was raised somewhat Gen X. My dad was it's a long story. Anyways, so like I got raised somewhat like a Gen X kid. But I sit firmly in the millennial kid phase. So like I sit somewhere between a Gen Xer and a millennial in the way that I was raised and the way that I act.
Yeah,
So
I'm just
I have like a weird dichotomy there.
yeah, I'm just not a loser millennial. And I no, I don't think you were a loser too. I think you're a winner.
Am I? If I
Yeah,
was a
you.
winner, I
Hey
would be
man,
as big as
at
some of
least
these
you
other
don't do
millennial
gentle parenting.
podcasts.
Like, oh, sweetie, here's your iPad, dude.
Gentle parenting is how you get some of the worst kids I've ever met.
Yeah, dude. You did you? And I maybe you were so late today because you didn't give your child an iPad. But then
Gentle
maybe
parenting is not going to make the next generation
no,
strong children. Okay,
no, no.
there's if you read through I've read a bunch of like psychology books on gentle parenting and the outcome of it. Don't do it. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not going to end well.
millennials are raising Gen Alpha, and they're not coming out too hot, bro. They're
My
not,
kids will be
bro.
fine.
Like the when Gen Z started doing more of like the working class and starting to become like teachers and stuff, and then raising like teaching the Gen Alpha kids, they're like, "You stupid millennials left us with this. What the heck is wrong with you?"
What's it like being a Gen Z Catholic kid? Okay, I gotta
Uh,
know.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's what
Do you
you
think you
felt
guys are
like when
more
you were
Catholic
this
than
age.
us? Do you
No,
feel like you're
I
more
don't know.
Catholic than us millennials?
I think we are a generation that tries to discover who we are by looking in the past and then imitating it very hard. Um, that's my observation, and I think it's a correct one because I mean, you look at like some like the liberals and stuff. They have the mullet, and the guys have like mustache, and the girls have like a like the perm hair, like the and then like the big glasses sometimes, right? They're trying to go back to like an age where it seems more like hip and funky, and it's more liberatory, and then
So
like the Gen Z Catholics and the more like conservatives are trying to get back into the tradition kind of sorts, like trying to go straight hard Latin mass, wear your suits, be good boys, be good girls, wear your veils, whatever. But I mean, it's we didn't where the new atheists were, we were just like tots, bro. We were like little kids. We were in elementary school when new atheism was a thing, and so we weren't really necessarily influenced by that. We were only influenced by our parents, who kind of could have been influenced through that. So I
see where
think
like my generation was extremely influenced by PC policing and culture, political correctness policing and all that. And like
mhm.
everybody needs to tolerate and be nice and kind. And like I don't buy this crap anymore, but your generation seems to have largely just said no. We don't agree with this PC culture garbage. We believe things extremely, and we're not willing to be part of this machine that the millennials were part of.
Well, the thing is that a lot of weird like all of like the big like, recent like social contentions were when we were growing through our adolescence, and we kind of were just like, this is stupid. When someone said, hey, you're allowed to disagree, a lot of people disagreed hard, and then that allowed the entire generation to disagree hard. Because I mean, you can say that most of my generation is like gen like I'm sorry, conservative or whatever, and like pretty traditional, but I mean, I wouldn't say so too much because a lot of them are the forerunners of liberalism, and they are
Yeah.
really really good at this, and like they're really really vile. They can be very very vile, and so we are very like we're strained to both ends. There's a lot of
Yes.
free floaters in the middle.
I see that a lot. You guys are there's a dichotomy of belief in Gen
Mm-hmm.
Z. You've got the super woke, crazy people on the left, and you've got like almost hardcore to the super right folks on like your generation is probably more split than any
We
generation
are,
prior.
oh, bro, we are stupid split. It's crazy, and I think that where you don't get crazy is when you ditch your politics and ditch like your kind of just like what like your preconceptions of politics and kind of just follow the church and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, sure, I focus on some issues, but like it's not like my personality. I kind of look to the church and they look back and say, hey, this is what you do. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, having a belief system is definitely helpful in the political space because you can kind of just check out and like, okay, which political group is supporting my beliefs the best and voting that direction.
yeah, um, yeah, something like that. I don't want to be a Protestant with my politics sometimes, but like we'll see.
But I mean, like if something is clearly anti-Catholic, you don't vote for that,
Oh
obviously.
yeah,
That's what I mean. Like when you have a strong set of beliefs and doctrine, it makes it a lot easier in the voting booth to say
Yeah.
no to whatever's evil, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of my sheets are just R. It's like it's like a pirate chat log, you know?
Yeah, but what I mean is like so like let's just say tomorrow
Hey,
the
how are you?
Republicans decided to be pro-abortion or something weird.
Dude,
Like
bro,
I would not feel allegiance to keep voting Republican if they went full abortion on me.
well, I just vote for the lesser evil because they kind of are,
Right.
you know. I mean, abortion is a very much a losing issue.
It has
Uh,
been, yeah, sadly.
yeah, and people need to admit that. And but we still need to try to, you know, if we get more Republicans in, the more normalized anti-abortion will be, and so it's just a lesser evil.
What you
I
mean is
don't.
we need more young Republicans.
Oh, yeah, we don't
Because
want
it
those
seems like the
neocons
old
though.
geezers are just like totally fine collecting their donor dollars and like not fixing the wedge issues.
Yeah, well, I don't mind. This is kind of a Michael Knowles point, but I don't mind having the old geezers who will vote, like who
Who
are
vote
in,
with the party.
who will vote with the party. I don't mind
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's fine. Keep those, but get rid of the opposing old geezers because they're old and stupid.
Well, if somebody votes against their interests, they shouldn't be in politics.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? Yeah,
Hey,
but
hey,
yeah,
hey.
the culture is very strange, and I mean, a lot of people even circling back to comics. I mean, find kind of refuge in that, even though a lot of it's a little silly, and that's like part of the thing I kind of want to talk about was the kind of modern comics and kind of it's not
Yeah, let's get
necessarily
into it.
yeah
Well, here, maybe I can let me give you a little, I
boosting.
guess a brief here for before you roll into it. But I noticed when I was in the video game space, when I did my video game podcast for years, that the space is largely dominated by creators who lean in a different direction than I do. Do you find a similar problem in the illustrator space?
Yeah, I mean, you can find a lot of good uh, Republican or Catholic artists, people who are Christian. I found some on Twitter, the Everything X app, you know, but
Well,
like
like
they're
Freedom Tunes.
yeah, Freedom Tunes. Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but like he's not necessarily like the main
No,
like
no.
comic person. Like, all right, let's go back to college. I mean, there was like one Catholic per like school, like for like illustration class that I remember. Like my friend Adam was like 1 year, and then my girlfriend was the year above me, and she was like the only Catholic. I mean, she had her friend who was also Catholic, but not. It's just two people. It's just two people, and then there's
So you
just
guys are
me.
isolating with the Catholics in the space.
Yeah, and then there's me the year under them, and I mean, I kind of just tattooed it. I had my little my little cubicle where I did my art in the classroom, and I put like a giant Cairo with tape on it and stuff. And my comic was explicitly Catholic and stuff,
Yeah.
and they knew it. And honestly, all right, props to these people. I love them, even though they're silly liberals. But who cares? I mean, they were actually very kind to me and very respectful of my beliefs.
Okay.
And they were like, and one of my professor who's a
Classical
leftist.
liberals will be.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
your
they're not.
woke
I mean
libs.
they're tranny, bro. They one of them
Oh,
dates trannies,
all
you
right.
know, like. But I mean they're fine with it, and I mean they're part of that PC culture where like, hey, we don't want to like disrespect anyone's beliefs, but like in a way like I'm there with them, so why would they do that? You know, like
Yeah.
there's still like real people with kind of like that empathy. I mean they're not.
Well,
They
some of the
don't
people I
lack
know
that.
that are your age are, for example, in like role playing groups where they're Catholic and the rest of them are trans or whatever, what have you,
Training wheels.
and yeah, whatever you want to call them, Thomas the Train. And they get along just fine. They just completely disagree on
Yeah,
foundational things, and it's like,
yeah,
what the heck?
I have I play trumpet with a guy who thinks he's a woman and hates Trump. I'm like, okay, okay, you can say that. Well, me and my friend will look at each other like, okay, but we don't like you're cool, bro, and I'm not gonna call you a woman. I'm just gonna call you your name, you know. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
and like my professor, he's like, hey, I think Catholic's supposed to be capitalized here, and maybe you need to kind of I don't know which like words need to be capitalized or not, and kind of like helping me through that, and kind of like, hey, you want to. I'm gonna help you try to be true to what you believe. So you have to like kind of really think through this. Like, does this work with the Catholic Church and stuff? and he said some like, I would say like kind of heretical things about the Catholic Church or whatever, like wrong things about the Catholic Church. He said it was rooted in paganism, like one class, but he's respectful, which is I'm like some things can rub you the wrong way, but people are still people and they still try to help you. But yeah, we don't. A lot of them lean very, very left, and there's a few of us Catholics, but we just have to be, we have to be good to them, and when we can't call them faggots on Twitter, it's.
But you can on my show, apparently. My goodness.
Sorry. I'm talking about
You're
cigarettes.
Good. Yeah, exactly. The French ones. Isn't that? I think that's a French-based word. Could be wrong about that. Anyway, bundle of twigs. Anyway,
bundle of
sticks. There we go.
Oh, sorry, Patrick.
All right. Let me see. What was I going to say? Oh, so like for example, when I kind of started talking about my faith in the gaming space, I found myself quite isolated because as soon as you start saying I'm Catholic, they're like, okay, what does that mean? Well, I'm against abortion. I'm against this. I'm against that. I'm against this. I'm against that. Anyway, Kyle answered for Drew. He said Drew is a homosexual. Just in case you were wondering, not a millennial, not a Gen Zer. Said he's a homosexual. Anyway.
I can get behind that, bro. I mean, not literally. I don't want to get behind that, but like I understand. I can.
You might want to change how you said that. Holy cow! Hey, your girlfriend is in the chat. You might not want to say something.
Oh no, I think she's gone.
she's peaced out forever.
I will not. Dude, I'm on fire, bro. This is sick. Yeah, but these Libby Wibbies, bro, they're cool. I like them. They're good people, and they can be good artists. It's just like art is very influential, and when you're good at the influential thing, you're gonna win, and that's what they're doing. They're winning. They're winning through art, and a lot of it can be ugly, but I mean it's influential, and they're talented in like even the design space. And with pumping it out, like good illustrators pump stuff out,
Yeah.
And they're good at that.
Well, like for example, a good writer will write like 100 books like it's nothing. Like Michael Crichton used to put out a book like every year. That's how you end up with Jurassic Park, Andromeda Strain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Who are some of your favorite illustrators?
I do like.
Did you do Kermit Frog noise on purpose?
No, I actually didn't. I just said.
It sounded like it.
It sounds more like Patrick Mahomes, Yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, no, I like Jim Lee. He's cool. Like he does really great rendering. He's like kind of like the flagship guy for like DC art. I do like John Romita Sr.'s Spider-Man art. Just very clean, crisp, good like just structures. Like I don't know, like people have like a good like baseline of kind of like anatomy and just gesture. Gesture is very important. You have to have like the human being living inside of their clothes and kind of like doing the good expressions. I mean, Jim Lee's art is great and it's very dynamic. It's very detailed. It's cool. It's like the rendering styles is insane. But then you have John Romita Sr. and he has just really good gestures. One guy I don't necessarily like his style, but I like what he does with it. It's a fine style. Is Steve Ditko. He was the original artist for Spider-Man, and he's the one that drew the concept of Spider-Man. He's the one that made the suit, and his thing was he was big on hands. So you'll see like in a panel, like he's facing this way, and he's like, I like this, or he liked finicking with like the shape of the hand because a lot of people don't do that. You usually like resort to fists and stuff because it's easy. Fists could be really easy, but like the characters that he created like and drew like Spider-Man, he's Spider-Man like goes like this for shooting his webs. It's because he liked that hand gesture. And like Doctor Strange, he does this. He likes this kind of hand gesture, like keeping it expressive, keeping the fingers like in a different orientation instead of like the point, the fist, the slap.
Every drawing I would do if I was a comic artist would not include hands. I would find ways to hide the hands in every panel.
Yeah, I found a kind of a way to kind of bring life into hands in a way. It's just kind of like trying to appropriately proportion things. But yeah, it's all just planes and cubes and stuff. But you actually have to render them because if you just do cubism, no one's going to like you. By no one, I mean me. I'm not going to like you.
About Minecraft, people like that.
I love Minecraft. That's my favorite game, and it's like the only game that's like installed on my computer. I love it so much.
Are you a
Um,
gamer at all? What'd you grow up
I
playing?
I grew up playing a bunch of Wii stuff, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I had um, we had Mario
Big Halo
Kart.
fan at all? No
Yeah,
Xbox?
we played Halo. I mean, that's when we were a little older, but
Yeah.
I we played Halo Reach. That was our first game
Sad life.
together. In the I
Reach is not.
I
I mean,
love Reach, bro.
Reach is a good game. It's got a good storyline. But Reach
I
was when they broke the Halo canon. Kind of like when Disney went off and did their own thing with Star Wars.
Did
Halo
they
was
break it?
one. Yeah, they did break the Halo canon.
Oh, they broke the story sequence, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But
No. Reach actually broke. So like the idea of the Halo franchise rolling in. Sorry, this is a diatribe I go into,
fine, it's
but
fine.
it's short. I
We have four
promise.
hours.
We got 4 hours. Basically, Halo was intended as the franchise it was to be one long canonical timeline where all of the art and all of the stories and everything was all going to be canon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a book called Fall of Reach,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and the book and the game do not match. So, and the book preceded the game. So the choices Bungie made in the game for Reach, because it was their last game, I think, before they handed off to 343, broke the canon rolling into 343 taking over.
Well, I mean, the books are always like the last thing. No, it's like the
But
last in
in this case, they paid somebody to make Fall of Reach as a book. I think it was started
book
with a
and
T. Troy
the book
Denning.
as the game.
I think it's Troy Dennings. Anyways, so they wrote the book as it was supposed to be the storyline for the game when they created it, and then they just didn't follow the book, and it was like, "What are you doing?"
What did they change? What? Because I actually saw the movie, which is kind of cool.
The
But
Reach movie?
yeah, the Fall of Reach. It was a movie. It was on Netflix
Oh
for a long
yes,
time.
yes. I know what you're
It's
talking
actually
about
kind of
now.
cool. I don't remember. I watched it like a long time ago, but yeah.
They
What did?
just changed some like it was enough that it affected the storyline, but like not enough that people cared.
Yeah, yeah.
But people don't like the fact that because of that, there is multiple canon storylines in the Halo universe, and before that, there wasn't.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we played Reach and then like all 4 player because my cousin had it in his basement and then we all played it together. And then we I mean my brothers like independently like play like Halo 3 and stuff and like ODST and then
ODST is awesome.
and then we played 4. I played 4 with them. That was okay.
Four is
I try
probably the worst storyline in the whole series.
I thought and that's what kind of like got me interested because I'm like what is this? There's just a lot of stuff. I liked
4 is only good if you read the books.
yeah, I don't read, dude.
You don't read books?
I don't read
What
books.
kind of Catholic are you? Oh
Never
wait, never
cared, dude.
mind. We don't read the
A
Bibles.
bad
That's what
a
Protestants
bad
say.
one, and that's what makes me a really good one, you know. Yeah,
No,
no, but then
there's a trilogy of books that were written right before 4 came out, and if you read the books, there's so much like deep lore in Halo 4 that makes it worth playing. But if you didn't read the
Mhm.
books, you're like,
it
none of
doesn't.
these characters make any sense. Where
No, it
did
doesn't
these
make
guys
sense.
come from?
I mean, we used to play on Forge and multiplayer together, but like, yeah. And then 5, I played a bit. I think I played like halfway through the campaign. It was okay. When Master Chief totally bodied that guy, that was cool. But like, that was kind of the only good point of the game. The rest of the game was just mid, and it didn't really make sense. And
I
then,
think Drew's trying to say he's a millennial because he's 1995.
he's on the line.
I think 96 is Gen Z.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You're like he's
Whoa.
sus.
He's sus. He's sus. He's gay. He's a homosexual,
That's
according to
gay.
Kyle.
Drew just said that's gay. Okay, we're all good.
Yeah. Are they watching?
No, I'm texting them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. And then I think
He's
I
like,
played
wait a
Halo.
second, I've said too much. Drew and Kyle better not be watching.
No, I don't care. They can
I'm
ban
joking.
me. They can kill me if they want. They just have to make it over here.
Whoa.
No,
They have to get over here.
They had to find me.
You're like, come
Find me.
bro.
I'll text Drew my phone number. Like, but I have to have his phone number first.
You're gonna text Drew your phone number without having his. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
we'll see.
You got it.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and I played Halo Infinite, which honestly was kind of fun. It
I
was
like
open
Halo
world.
Infinite.
it was open world, which is very strange. And like you can pick up like guys and bring them with you, but then they all get killed. I'm like, no,
Well, yeah,
okay,
that you
I
know
don't want
your
to bring you
squad
with
will
me,
never survive. Okay,
dude. I'm not
this
gonna
isn't
bring
like
you
the
with me.
squad in politics. They're not gonna make it.
Yeah, there was this boss fight in the beginning where you're trying to like save that guy. Like I didn't play too much of it because I was trying to like look after my brother's dog, and then I just went on his computer, played Halo Infinite, and I haven't played again. This boss fight at the beginning, it was kind of cool. It was very strange. It took me maybe like three
Boss
times.
fights in Halo like are few and far between.
Yeah, I think my favorite ones are the what are they called? The ones that are made of worms, like the big tank guys that like have green crystals. I don't remember.
Oh, you're talking about the hunters?
Yeah, the hunters. Those are cool. They're not necessarily boss fights, but they're cool.
I mean, like the first time you come across them, it feels like a boss fight.
Yeah, it was
You're not
the
wrong.
original Halo. It's the original Halo. Yeah, it's kind of sick.
I'm currently doing a playthrough of the original Halo. Well, it's not the original; it's the Master Chief edition, Master Chief collection
Collection.
version of Halo.
It was the
But
remaster.
my
Or the
brother-in-law and I are playing through it.
rad.
We're on
Combat
we got
evolved.
like 2 chapters left to go. We'll be. He has never experienced the Pillar of Autumn, the final match, the Maw, I think is what it's called. They changed names on me. Like there used to be different names for some of these levels, and I just can't keep track of them anymore.
I don't
Anyway,
care.
Halo Infinite is cool, but the 343 has lost the plot when it comes to what Halo players want. And I think that's something that's hard probably as an illustrator, it would be hard because if you ever get hired to do a project of say, for example, let's say you get asked to animate Spider-Man. I'm not saying you're going to do, but let's say you got asked to animate Spider-Man. You have to live up to the aesthetic and the history of the Spider-Man graphic of the franchise.
Yeah,
And so you have to be able to recapture the magic that made the original Spider-Man comics uh,
and you're hired to
what they
innovate.
are.
And you're hired to innovate, but why innovate when everyone wants the original one and what they like? Because like you have
It's like
something like
catching lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, like you have Marvel Rivals, and the Spider-Man skin for that is absolutely atrocious. I thought it was like honestly, I thought it was AI because of how bad it was, like how like kind of all over the place it was. And then, I mean, you have other cool suits, but like those are again like different suits. They're not like the main Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I have my personal favorite Spider-Man suits. Like my favorite right now is it kind of harkens back to the original one. I like how like the spider always has like the four legs that go down, not two up, not two down, but all four on each side go down. And it was like the new Ultimate Spider-Man. That costume is
Well,
tough.
which is the best Spider-Man movie?
My Spider-Man movie.
And
Which is the
why is it
best and
Tobey Maguire? Why is it Tobey Maguire?
which is the best and which one do I like to watch the most?
Yeah, those are two different questions, I guess.
My Spider-Man, bro. I'll tell you, it's Tom Holland. I love him, but I love the other two too. They do great, and I'm not gonna like pick sides. I think they did Peter Parker as like a really good character with him. I just think they overshadowed certain things that did. I mean, they included it. Like they included how smart he was. Like he was able to hack, like his suit, like that was gifted to him. Like that was $1 more billion, and then he was able to make his own web fluid, like just like nothing. And it's supposed to be like an already established Spider-Man, and in a way, like maybe like a year established.
I don't
But
know.
like
For me, I'll never decide to like the other ones more than Tobey Maguire. But I
that's
think the
fine.
the most well done one was the Andrew Garfield one.
I think they were all really good Peter Parkers too. Like you have to have a Peter Parker that's very spiteful,
Yeah.
which is good. Spider-Man's not a he's a good person, but he's not a nice
He's like
person.
one step away from Deadpool in some ways.
Yeah, sometimes that's why they make really good friends too. Like Spider-Man is a jerk, dude. He's mean to his friends, and they
It was
um
gay Spidey.
his gay
Oh
Spidey.
boy.
Yeah, I know he's really mean to his friends, and he kind of has to get over that and trying to get over like this. Hey, these people are trying to drag me down, trying to one up them. He's very prideful. He, the character was made kind of like as nerd worship. He was like this really nerdy guy gets powers, becomes a superhero, but it was like kind of like it's kind of cool in a way where it's like, hey, he's not like the origin of the story is like, hey, this guy's not a good person, and he doesn't immediately grow because like the first thing he does when after he gets bitten by a spider and learns his powers was to be a TV star. You know,
Well, yeah,
and
and then he's like taking the pictures of himself for the Daily Bugle and all
yeah,
that. He learns how to like star in his own. He's got main character syndrome right out the
He
gate.
has main character syndrome. I mean, look at him. He's like his costume is probably the one of the most like insane costumes ever. Like you are draped in your web, right? The entire costume's you draped in your web, and the spiders on your chest crawling up to your face, and it's just bright red.
Yeah.
And then you have black everywhere else. It's a bright red and then black. You're trying to focus like and scream, "Hey, it's me!" You know? I mean, it used
Hey,
to,
it's me.
yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, it used to be red and black. A lot of the time, it goes back to red and black, but I mean now it's like blue because blue was black back then.
Yeah.
You know, it was like the shade, but yeah, we all know that.
So
Yeah.
who is your favorite superhero? Is it Spider-Man?
It is Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much.
It's not Aquaman. Come on,
No,
man.
I like when Aquaman is a cool king, and like he has the hook hand. That's cool. Um, yeah.
I was in high school. I was the one of the homecoming or whatever court, and they had like a superhero theme thing. So I was Aquaman. That's why I brought that up. That's the only reason that I've
That's
ever
cool.
plugged Aquaman because I knew nobody else was gonna pick that. You know, it's like who's gonna pick Aquaman? I picked
No,
Aquaman. Anyways.
there are certain Aquaman iterations that are awesome, like Justice League
Yeah.
Aquaman, like the show, like the animated DCEU show. That was cool.
No, the worst superhero movie of all time was probably Green Lantern.
Yeah, I love Green Lantern. He's like my favorite. He's my favorite DC superhero. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but the
sure. Like
movie was terrible.
the movie, I didn't get it, dude. Like this feels like a regular like 2010s movie that just like doesn't matter, and like it just stuff happens. You know, it's like one of the movies where stuff just happens. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, no, it it
You don't want to be a
did.
movie where stuff just happens. You
You
don't want to
don't.
be that.
It should have been a movie where Sinestro like turned away and he's kind of like becomes like the like a twist villain. Even no, you already. I mean, Sinestro. That's a dude. I played the Lego games. That was a Daffy Duck joke. He's like, some guy named Sinestro. He's kind of evil. Sinestro. Yeah, like that's awesome. I love Daffy. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
So Spider-Man's your favorite, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your least favorite superhero?
Least favorite. I don't know. I
Sorry.
don't. I like them all, and I mean, it just it depends on the writer. Like, I mean, there are a bunch of absolute hot garbage superheroes that are made. Like
Well, I
Wanda's
remember the
kids.
weird.
Like, I don't like the gay ones. You know, I don't like the
What was the horrible one Marvel posted years ago that everybody just ragged on? It was like
Snowflake and
yeah, that's right,
yeah.
Snowflake.
No, it was tone deaf, and even liberals hated it. Like, it's just totally like tone deaf, and these writers are just awful. And
It
then
was too on the nose. It was like
uh,
literally, let's just put woke culture into superheroes.
it was already. I mean, it's already there. It's the natural conclusion of it because comics are not like it's not a medium for children.
Right.
No,
Well, it was at one point, but it really isn't
in
now.
certain ways it could be. I wouldn't let my kids read comics unless they were explicitly for kids and I vet them. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let my children read Spider-Man. I'm not gonna like I'm not even I'm thinking about not even showing my kids Justice League Unlimited because of how many sexual innuendos there are. Because Bruce Timm is an absolute deviant, bro. Like you see his art and it's like this Playboy but in his cartoon style.
Listen, I'm not going to say what cartoon it was, but I was watching a cartoon with my kids that normally I'm like, I'm not really paying close attention to. I've liked the stories associated with this particular cartoon, but I looked closer and I was like, why are the artists including, like, there's, as an artist, you have the choice to include or not include shots where you can see like glimpses of things you shouldn't see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like artists do not have to include that. And I happened to notice that I was like, why did they include this particular shot? All
And
you
you
have
were
to do is
watching
draw a
Hazbin
little
Hotel,
different.
weren't you?
No,
I'm kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
The worst. I will say this: the worst, and actually, I have like a soft spot for it. The worst cartoon I watch is probably that Invincible one that Amazon
Oh,
produces.
bro, I can talk about. I read that entire series, bro.
Did you?
I can talk about that. Yeah.
I really like the animated show. I haven't read the comics.
Yeah, it gets worse.
I believe it.
it gets really deviant, like too. Like I don't, I you probably don't want me to spoil it for you because you're an adult and you might want to watch it.
I I don't really look. I only watched that. I literally binged it because I think I was on night shift or something. But and so I like on my night off and nobody's awake. I watched like the whole season in one night. But that show is like I know it's bad. I know there's so many bad things going on in the
Hmm.
show, but I enjoy the show in premise because it's like a redemption arc thing. I really like shows with
Yeah,
a redemption arc.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's kind of like realistic of how people would act. I mean,
Yeah.
he becomes kind of like a villain. I don't like saying anti-hero. I don't believe in anti-heroes. I believe in heroes or villains. You know, I don't believe in anti. It's garbage to me.
Uh, Anti-hero is just it's just a hero with more steps.
It's no anti-heroes are villains. And if you
Well, you
and
either
if
become a hero or you remain a villain. You
yeah,
don't. There's
so like
no.
if you're Harley Quinn is a villain, and she's not a
Yes.
hero, and she's not an anti-hero. Catwoman is a villain in essence, but can be a hero. But that doesn't make her generally an anti-hero. That makes her a villain in certain arcs that where she becomes a hero in certain stories. Because stories, well, the heroes and the villains
They
come from
want
the
to be
stories.
unique, Danny.
I don't
Says
care,
popular demand.
Patrick.
No, this is Patrick. Every time I hear Patrick, I think of that it's the starfish from SpongeBob going, "No, this is Patrick."
Yeah, but like in stories, you're either a villain or you're a hero. You're the
Yeah,
antagonist or you're a protagonist, right?
the
And
anti-hero is just a villain they make you try to root for.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of a villain where you get more into their shoes and stuff, or you have a twist hero, right? It's
Yeah,
just a person who started off as a villain but then became a hero by the end of the book, right?
like
That's not an
Doctor
anti-hero.
Robotnik in Sonic 3,
Yes, yeah, he was a villain of that movie. He was not the villain of the movie. He was a villain in that movie,
who
but
had a good arc.
he had a good arc, but he's not an anti-hero.
No,
Yeah, and I think people who believe that anti-heroes are heroes that kill, which is what I used to believe. I'm like, all right, what heroes can
in the
kill?
Batman vs Superman movie that was horrible with Ben Affleck, Batman was basically a bad guy killing people with his car. I'm like, what the heck
No,
did
that
I
was
just
pretty
watch?
villainous, dude.
I was like, holy cow.
Batman was an antagonist in that movie because
Yeah,
Superman was the protagonist. In
that
a
was
way, I mean,
bad.
he was a protagonist, but like to Superman, it's
But
weird.
he had like no care for just civilian casualties. It was like,
Yeah,
what the heck?
you can. I mean, but you can also be like the protagonist can be the hero of the story because like let's say like there's an anti-hero, but there's a bigger bad like in Deadpool.
Yeah,
Like, I would call Deadpool in the Deadpool movies a hero, right? Because he's facing off against a bigger bad, even though he does evil and awful things.
sure, sure.
He's the hero of that story, but I don't think he'd categorize himself as an anti-hero. I mean, as a mercenary himself, he's a villain. Like, he's villain coded in a
Sure.
way. Because he's hired, like in the comics, he's a hired gun. So that makes him a villain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very
Who
strange.
do you think is do you think that the dad is the ultimate bad guy in Invincible, or do you think oh no, you've already read it. You know the answer to this question. I don't know why I'm asking you.
Oh no, yeah, no, he's not. He was the bad guy for season one.
He was, yeah, that was a wild twist. Like
It was
if I
crazy.
hadn't seen all the memes about him prior to watching the show, I would have been so shocked.
I read on the book you take a good amount of time, and then it gets revealed to you. I think issue 7, but in the
I've
show
thought
it's
about
like
picking up the
episode
books,
1.
but I'm like, if I had the books
Hey,
sitting around at my house, my kids are going to eventually read it, and I don't know if I want them reading
yeah,
those
it's
books.
Robert Kirkman is a goon, bro. He's a gooner, and he
He's a gooner. Oh gosh.
people who are writers and have like complete control and they're deviants, they will put their most grotesque things in there. Like you can, they explicitly say certain like fetishes that he has. Like not Robert Kirkman, but like he displays it. Like his one character gets fat, but the main character's like, wow, but you're kind of hot this way, so you kept it because you got more curvy. You know, it's stupid.
He does put degenerate stuff in his stuff. Like for
He's a
example,
degenerate, bro.
what was the point of having the food trough neck slitting scene in the Walking Dead show? What was I stopped watching when I found out they were going to do that in the show. I said, no way, I'll watch this. No, no
Yeah,
chance.
I see. I have a harder line with gore because I mean, well, no, I don't have that best of a line with with. Did you hear that, by the way?
Partially.
Damn it. That's funny. No, but like I have a weird line with gore because I mean, you can depict evil things as evil,
Yeah.
right? But you shouldn't depict evil things as like the fun of it, you know, like y- it's hard because I mean, it's different than like showing like nipples on screen that don't belong to a man, you know? But
Because there's a lot of that in superhero movies. There's a lot
mhm.
of that going on. It's like just shirtless dudes, and I'm like, I don't really need to see this either. Okay,
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
can
that
all
too.
just
Yeah,
keep their
no,
clothes on. I don't
yeah.
need people to be.
They're all different shapes, all different sizes, and I don't kind of want to. I don't want that kind of diversity in my
Yeah,
brain. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's like I don't know the line with gore and like because I'm fine with like heads slitting. Maybe I
I mean,
don't.
if you just think back to like the daily life of a Catholic in prior to the modern like last 500 years or so, there was a lot more beheadings in
Mm-hmm.
public. People saw this stuff; they really saw it, but they weren't as indifferent to it as we are today because
Yeah,
you can turn on six different TV shows where you see it like
yeah. You
boom,
just
boom,
don't want to
boom.
get used to it because it's fantasy, and when you see it in fantasy and get used to it as fantasy, then it will be not you'll be indifferent in real life,
Right.
and that's
You
why
don't
no one
want that.
that's why no one cares about certain issues, like even like the genocide in the other countries and stuff, like especially
Yeah.
Nigeria. They don't care. They're like, oh, bodies. Oh, this person shot himself. Oh,
So how do
okay.
you as an illustrator like define the line with your own art? I mean, I'm assuming you don't really draw much gore.
It depends on what people ask me to make. You know, uh, you know, um, I I draw what I need to draw, whatever the story tells me to do. You know, like if I need, all right, if a point comes up where like um my character has her like hand cut off, right? Like, am I gonna show every little single gruesome detail of like the hand cutting off? Well,
You
it
mean like
depends.
they do in Invincible and it's absolutely revolting?
Yeah, when it's absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it
Just like
depends
what
on
the
like
heck?
what you want to convey. Do you want to convey like how horrifying this is? Fine, but do you want to convey, hey, this person got their hand chopped off, and it's kind of like a minor thing in the story? Then fine. Then I'll draw. I'll draw too much attention to that. The comics that I want to make aren't necessarily for children, but they're for audiences that are mature enough to take it. Like I'm not gonna draw like naked people like doing silly things, you know, but like I'm gonna draw things that are kind of more real, you
Sure,
know,
sure.
and what like information needs to happen. Um,
Now, what? I guess here's a good question for you as an illustrator. Then, it's like for example, there was that court case with the cake guy that was asked to make a cake for a wedding that went against his values. We'll say that. We'll
mm-hmm.
call it that way. Oh, there you go. 1949 was the last beheading in France in Western civilization. Anyways, let's say something similar happens to you, something that is anti-Catholic. You're asked to illustrate this, not as like a pro anti-Catholic theme to a drawing. What would you do
Like if I were like hired out by
to
like
do
hired out
something?
like as like an employee or like freelance.
Either. I mean, as
Okay,
freelance, you
'cause
probably have more wherewithal to kind of deny that, but
for freelance, I can just say I don't want to do this,
yeah,
and no one's gonna care. And be like, hey, I don't. All right, there was actually this one thing on Twitter just happened recently, and it was this artist who was commissioned to draw like two gay characters, and they're like, no, I don't. And it was a very respectful reply, and it's like they
yeah,
said, I don't want to because it goes against my values. But I hope that you find something and that someone who's able to draw what you want. But like I personally, I kind of don't want to take this. Um, and that person got dragged on Twitter, but they honestly it was cool because all of their commission slots got filled up. Like they were booked all year.
that's
They said like
awesome.
thanks guys, I got booked all year, and people are like scathing about it because like all right, dude, just live out your, just be honest with yourself, be honest with people. I will not draw like gay stuff, you know, like I'll draw stuff for gay people, but
Yeah,
I won't draw gay stuff. I won't. I'm not good at baking cakes, so I'm not gonna make any cakes for any gay people. So I'm fine with that. If I'm hired by a company to do that, I mean, like, what am I making? Am I making like someone killing a priest? Then I'm not gonna. And but it's justified because the priest like was a pedophile and stuff, So I'm gonna
Well, I mean, it's
justify
one thing
the
if you're
killing.
drawing something historical, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there were issues where Vikings would come in and kill whole monasteries, like or they'd go after like things have happened. But if you're doing it as like a
Ex-
joyride, like some
yeah, as like
dude's
an
getting off on the
excuse.
fact that you're killing priests, I would just flat out say no. But I'm not an illustrator. I don't know what that's
No,
like
I would
saying
say.
no.
See, I'm not hired out by anyone, and I haven't had experience like that, so I wouldn't necessarily know. But I would be inclined to say no. Like I don't want to do that. I would pass it off. And I'd say some concerns like, why are we doing this? You know, I mean, if I'm like the main illustrator for the book and I say no to this, then that's hard on them. It's hard on both of us because one, I could not have a job, and two, these people,
Well, they have to
they're
change the
depending.
art because
Yeah, they're
somebody
gonna have to change
took
art for the
a different
book.
art direction.
Yeah. I
That's a
mean,
big
sometimes
deal,
you can't just say no because you're contracted to do something.
right?
Yeah.
Martyred
I
up
mean, you
priest,
you
yeah.
think of Kingsman where they go into that like
That
Protestant
scene is
church and just
revolting.
kill people. But oh no, but Chris, it's fine because they're all racist. And they're all like, and the protagonists were really angry and stuff, and they're on this evil drug or whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
She's not saying seems reasonable to Kingsman. She's saying because there's a delay here. Haley's saying seems reasonable. Your take, Danny. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, it's just silly. It's also silly. There's just excuses. It's like
Well, that'd be like, I mean, think about it this way, right? What if they did a depiction of, I don't know, take your pick of celebrity, and they're like, oh, it's okay that we depicted this person dying because they're actually anti-Semitic, and it's like, no, that doesn't make it okay to
no,
depict
that's
dying.
actually, I think that's probably like borderline illegal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like people try to brush these things off, and they're like, it's okay because they're a bad person. No, it's never okay to just depict the killing of somebody because you don't like them.
Yeah, that's that. That's just. I mean, that's fantasy, man. It's fantasy land. That's like a bad part of like this modern art culture is where it's just, and that's. I mean, it's a hard thing to do when you're an artist. Is kind of stop and be prudent about what you make and what kind of stories and worlds that you make because you can indulge your own fantasy a lot of the time, right?
Unless you're
And it's
Muslim.
yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. Um, no, but
Truk,
you can, truth,
whatever that means.
yeah, but I mean you can. It's so easy to indulge your fantasies, and that's why AI is so. Why I think it's a like bad like it's a bad step because like
It is dangerous with that.
you can easily make your own reality, right? And that's why feel like so weary about it. But like in art, like you have the ability to make your own reality, and that's why people commission the big P by a lot of artists because artists can make that for them and they can do a really good job, and that's a huge market. It's crazy.
Just want to make sure that Haley knows. 1 Timothy 2:12.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree.
That usually makes Haley want to talk more.
Haley, just put a mustache on and then you'll be
Put a
fine.
mustache on. Oh my goodness,
Yes, it's true.
she's crying right now. Anyway, I do want to shout out Trinity one more time. They commented on our stream on X. They said, "Nah, it's a great shirt," and tagged me.
Hey,
So
these
shout out to
guys,
them.
that's just a fire name, dude. How were you able to get that name? It's kind of sick.
I'm a little
And how
sad
are
that
you
these
able?
emojis are not coming through correctly. I'm just getting squares.
Oh, really? I'm getting the emojis on my end.
What do the emojis look like for
Oh,
Haley's?
they're like they're coming through on stream too. Like they're like
On the stream they
mask
probably
emoji.
are, but on StreamYard they're not.
Oh, on StreamYard they are too.
Really? It's not
Yeah,
showing up
it's
on
just a
mine.
skill issue, bro.
It is a skill issue. You're right. Millennial
Yeah,
problems.
millennial problems,
On
jobless.
my side, it just looks like squares.
They keep sending like the mask emojis.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the
All right,
disguise with the nose and the mustache.
cool. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
And one more time, I want to plug this thing in. The Tridentine Brewing Co. Definitely gotta check them out. I'm a boomer now.
How
Haley
are
says.
they
Haley,
able to get that beer in my
we
mouth?
are close
That's
to the
crazy.
same age. Okay.
That's impressive.
What was in my mouth?
Oh my gosh.
What'd you
No,
just
it's
say?
crazy. No, I said that's crazy how they were able to get that in my mouth. That's
Oh,
impressive.
oh my goodness. I thought you said, I thought you said they got beer in my mouth, and I was like, "What's
They
in
got
that?"
they got Trinity Brewing beer in my mouth somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow
Shit,
they
it
were able to
says
do
okay.
that. These crazy kooky people.
Crazy
Yeah,
kooky people.
yeah.
Okay,
But
so
yeah.
I do have another question for you. As soon as I remember what it was. Um, oh, the frog. Let's talk about the frog. What's the frog? What's the deal with the frog?
I like frogs.
So you're gonna be Frogman?
No, that's my Gmail is froggyman16, but it ran out of storage, so you can't email that. So don't sign
It
up with
ran
any
out of
websites I won't like.
storage.
Yeah, I had it for a long time. Like
You
it's
just
a
don't
Gmail.
delete anything.
No,
You
I
got emails
have.
from when you were like 10.
Not when I was 10, maybe when I was like a tween. I don't know. It's old though. I don't care.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Um,
We're just doxing our Gmails.
I don't care. You can have my phone number. I'll send it to you.
All right. Well, you can listen.
I'll put it
I
on
give out
stream. I'll
anybody that
put it on the
asks
chat.
anybody 1-877-654-321.
76543.
I'm
I was actually
joking. I didn't actually write that.
I heard the 7. I got a little scared. I'm like, wait, do you have my phone number? And I heard
There
the
we
4. I'm
go.
like, oh,
There's
but I
my
don't have any
number.
odd numbers in my phone number. So I mean,
There you go. There's my number. I'm just
eight six
kidding.
seven five three zero nine. Yeah, I
That's
got
the
you.
number. You either do that or you do the 555. Somebody had that number when that song came out. That's like, so every
That's
area code, obviously there's somebody that had that number. People would just dial it. So like basically all the cell phone companies said, if you want to switch numbers, it's free. Like you can just switch your number if you have that number. Can you
that's cool.
imagine like if you had that phone number when that song came out, people just start dialing your number?
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite comic book, by the way?
Me? Oh
Yeah.
man, favorite comic book. Probably not. I mean, I got a couple buddies that make comics, but I don't know how they feel about me shouting it out on this channel, so I'm not going to. Uh,
Hmm.
favorite comic book.
Kind of just like one that you read and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm
I
gonna
used
like
to
it.
read
Maybe
Captain Underpants when I was a
that was
kid.
fire.
No,
Wait,
my
is that old? Crazy.
yeah, the comic. I do like the Action Bible. The Action Bible is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have the three of those like huge Sonic ones. My kids really like those.
Yeah,
The Metal Virus or whatever.
the Sonic ones are pretty PG. They're pretty good.
They
I
are.
mean, I don't think I'd have to wear
There's like a
that.
weird like metal zombie thing going on in there, but other than that,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I had any actual comics. There was the Bones comics or whatever those are.
Oh, I remember. I remember those, like the
I had a
graphic
couple of
novels.
those.
Those were good.
I really didn't do comics growing up. Like I really didn't. I had a few Marvel comics. I had a Pokemon comic back in the day. That was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of cartoons. There was a Dragon Ball Z comics series, like one of the did a little bit of that. There was a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh ones I liked too. There was uh, what the heck? It wasn't like the real Yu-Gi-Oh. It was like the weird. Oh, what did they call that? It was like a spin-off of Yu-Gi-Oh with the Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
No, not different. No, I was thinking of like Naruto, Boruto. For a
No, no,
second.
no.
I'm like, no.
It was a different type of game altogether. But for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what it was. It had like tiles, and every time you'd lay down a monster, it would roll out with like a. It was very strange. It was pretty cool. We got a Tin fan in the
Tintin.
house.
There
Yeah.
was this one story which I liked. It was a Spider-Man story, and it came out relatively recently, and in 2020s, I think. But it's called Spider-Man Life Story, and it's just about Spider-Man's entire life, and they've been doing like these comic runs like that in Marvel, where they take a superhero and just take their origin and take a bunch of their key stories and they stretch it out with their entire life until they die. And I thought that was a really cool story. And it had a supplement at the end where it's J. Jonah Jameson in jail, and he was in jail the entire book, which is kind of funny. But, like he popped up near the beginning of like Spider-Man's career, and then he got arrested, and then he was just in jail for life, which is cool. Which is like it's something different, but it's like one continuous story, because comics kind of just stall and move along with the times. I mean, Batman. I think they like tried to make Batman like in his like late 20s or early 30s, which is like doesn't make sense. Batman should be like in his 40s. If
Oh
Like he
no,
has
no
all those
doubt.
Robins and stuff. Oh, am I back? Hello.
You know, you've been here this whole time.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like I got out or something.
No, no, no. I found the thing I was talking about. It was Dungeon
Oh,
Dice Monsters.
oh, lol. What is that?
You ever heard of that? You ever heard of that?
No.
I think it's actually cooler
Pull
than
up a.
Yu-Gi-Oh itself. Here, let me pull it up on the screen. You'll see what I'm talking about. This was a really neat idea that never took off. Oh, let me fig it so you can actually see it. Holy cow!
Oh, that
Okay,
was a spinoff.
yeah, it
Oh,
was a
and it was
spinoff.
miniatures.
Yeah, it was miniatures. It never took off, but the comics were super cool.
That's
Um,
rad.
I really wanted this bad. When I was a kid, I was like, Mom, I want this, but it never took off. It had like a manga and everything. It was really neat.
Manga.
Manga. Yeah,
That's
see, I mean, it had like legit
that's a
its
tile
own
game.
playmat and tiles. It was cool.
Yeah,
So,
that must have been like early 2000s, right? That
maybe.
looks like it.
Oh,
It
you
like kind
can't
of looks
see
like
what
the
I'm looking
vibe.
at right now. I mean, 'cause you can still, I guess, but there was one or two video games that came out for it that was specific to it. But like I said, it never really took off like the main series did.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was just cooler because it had like the battlefield situation. I was a big Fire Emblem fan. I'm gonna out myself here. I don't know if you know what Fire Emblem is.
I only know that from Super Smash Bros. I'll be honest. And I
I
thought all
like
the
I
characters
like
were like a little gay
you
because
give
they're all
me a
anime.
grid based RPG where you're like basically playing chess with RPG characters. I'm in. I'm all in. I love it.
Is that what Fire
And
Emblem
the
is?
the anime thing, not really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sorry,
I
Patrick.
like some anime art style, but usually anime has over exaggerated, especially female characters to the point where I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like, just please do not show me this. But anyway, Fire Emblem is the old Fire Emblem games are fun. They're really cool. The art doesn't get too wild. Uh, from an illustrator perspective, though, like what makes it anime versus just a cartoon? Is it just the fact that it's
Japan.
Japanese?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there can be anime inspired things because the Japan can. There's like, they have their own like culture and. Oh wait, they do? Oh really? No, they have their own kind of because of their culture, they kind of have their own like way of drawing and stuff, and kind of more detail oriented and savings, kind of like saving budget in different ways than what we do.
Sure.
They're really heavy into like the background art and kind of like the kind of dynamism with the some gestures, but then they have like their mouths don't move as much,
Yeah.
and they kind of freeze their frames a lot more, and they kind of do like these cheats by like having still frames but having like a panning camera and stuff.
You
Um,
can, yeah, yeah. I've noticed they
but
do that quite a bit.
yeah, so there's anime, like there's Americano anime, like stuff from America that they try to emulate anime with. But it is very distinctly American because like it's just a different kind of production style than anime. Anime is really good because they try to. I mean, they had a lot of good animation influences by like just following life. And so I mean, American like really follows like Walt Disney's principles for like 12 principles for animation, but like Japan really like their main thing is trying to like emulate like what how people gesture and how they act and kind of make each movement feel like real, but having that like knowledge that like I'm gonna make a cartoon, but this is gonna kind of feel real, and there's gonna be like kind of dynamic movements and stuff as I'm dancing here in my chair. So it you can tell, and it's very different, but it's cool. And I don't mind anime. There's certain animes that I think are weird. There's certain animes that I like, and ones that
I
I want to
get
get into.
concerned with anime in one specific way. It's just the over exaggeration of certain features on characters.
Yeah, they
There's
well,
there's a
and
level there's a level of promiscuity associated with some of the animes, and I would not want my children watching that for that particular reason alone.
oh yeah, no, the sometimes the Japanese culture can be very degenerate. Like even if you look at
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, like you see Chi Chi when she was a little girl, and then you can see like how like awfully she was dressed and stuff.
Yeah.
who's dressed like a stripper, dude, is awful. And like I want to watch Dragon Ball, but I'm like, why? How, I'm a 23-year-old man. Why would I want to watch that? Like, I mean, I Goku epic based, but like, I don't want to see like a little girl dressed like that in a show. It's
No,
gross.
no, thank you.
And I mean, they were a culture up until like relatively recently. Maybe within the past like 5 years, they brought up their age of consent from 13.
From what was it, 15?
13.
13.
It's
Wow.
really young, bro. I mean, dude, Muslim countries were like literally drooling, bro. It's crazy. They're like, bro, how do you
Oh,
do it?
man.
How do you do it? It's
Jeez.
yeah, but I mean, it's a kind of. I mean, it was a culture like it kind of into kind of that stuff. So you, it's like really over sexualize certain people, and it's kind of gross.
That's my biggest issue with anime is just it just goes that way. Like, as if I were to be an artist, I would have to reject any type of work like that if it included women, because I just think anime itself lends itself to that kind of over exaggeration of certain body parts.
Well, here's the thing. Anime in Japan is like comics in America, and it's kind of the same problem, right? Because you
Oh yeah,
want
no doubt. Like, I mean, like, look at Wonder Woman, the way that they make her look in some comics, and Catwoman, same
Mhm.
idea. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
You
sounds
had
like
the point, and I'm stealing
skin
it from
tight
you.
latex, bro. Like, I mean,
Skin tight latex, yeah, exactly.
yeah, like she got vacuum sealed into that thing. How did she like even get
Vacuum
out?
seal. Oh my
How does that
goodness.
happen? Did you get like a little?
Did you ever
Probably,
play
like,
the Mass Effect games back in the day? You know
no.
what I'm talking about? No, Mass Effect had a lot of that problem going on too.
Yeah, I would assume. Hey, is making your character look as like awesome as possible. So all the men were like triangle, like Dorito, like shaved, and like they're really buff, you know. And
Yeah.
then all the women were like had all that like exaggerated feminine shape. And I mean, bro, that's so cool. Yeah, yeah. I mean, figures are cool, and certain women are attractive, especially the one that was in the live chat earlier. You know, I like that one. And but like
Listen, I got an attractive woman in my house. Okay, I don't need attractive women in my live chat.
you
Just saying.
have yeah, and then you have like byproducts of that. Dude, I have a shirt full of like Silver Age comic heroes, like them in the Silver Age. But purposely, it's only the men. Why? Because one, it's like a kid slash adult shirt, and you want to wear certain shirts
Okay.
in public that you want to wear, like from Walmart, right? And like every single woman has like either like freaking like shirt that goes up to here or like the biggest window, you know?
The
Gross.
90s are calling. They want their midriff back.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I
That
mean,
was technically like, so, you know what's funny is when I was going into high school, I remember.
mhm.
I mean, think about it this way: the dress code never had to include that shirts needed to cover somebody's entire stomach until people started wearing shirts that didn't cover their entire stomach, and then they had to
Mhm.
make a rule where you're like, nope, your shirt has to actually come down and cover your. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Anyway, it just
Yeah. I
shows
mean,
the level of degeneracy that's kind of promulgated throughout all of society.
yeah. Certain things aren't that bad. Like looking back at it now, like I mean, you have like there's this art right here of Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna show it because it's like pretty much like bikini.
Uh,
But then there's like, and like you have Zatanna who has fishnets all the way up, you know, and that's not good. But then you have Plastic Man like this, bro. Plastic Man just like kind of showing up like this, bro. What are you doing? That's so promiscuous. I love it so much. You're just supposed to be so weird. I mean, it's just like there can be good parts like this. The Wonder Woman in this comic is not too bad. Like the one right here, Wonder Woman right here. That's not bad at
yeah,
all. Not really
no,
that bad.
not bad at
I
all.
mean, showing the shoulders. Come on. You can do better. But like,
We could have some skirt past the knees, but
yeah. But then when you make it tighter like this, which I mean, it's not bad because it's also a drawing. But it's like it's not. Yeah, I like what they tried to do with New 52 and give her pants, but that didn't stick. I like the long skirt, bro. Long skirt Wonder Woman. It looks sick, actually.
the longer
And
that, like, it just looks more feminine, honestly.
yeah, and honestly, it gives like the drapery is good for dynamic poses, so that's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Um, no, they want to get as much.
I mean,
A lot of
as
them.
an artist, people have choices to make,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end of the day, your choices will influence the people that watch what you've done
Yeah,
or read what you've done.
and also the thing with art is that we are running out of good resources to pull from, because
Yeah.
all right, the old artists, and I don't necessarily recommend doing this, looked at cadavers. Like Michelangelo worked with a someone who was a mortician, and or maybe he was like did a graveyard or whatever, and they dissected bodies and stuff. And so Michelangelo
Really?
would look inside of, yeah, he'd look inside of the arms, and that's why he could understand that detail and why a certain tendon move when a finger moved, right? Like,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, so that, like, he knew all that. So from studying that, and then I mean, you have live models. I've done live model classes. I don't necessarily mind looking at naked people and drawing them,
Well,
because it's
there's a
like they're
huge
naked and
difference
drawing it.
between just the naked body and like looking
The
a
city.
different reason for looking at the yeah.
Yeah,
Like those are
yeah,
very big. Those are very different things. But
and
at the
here's
same time, it's like I don't want to go out
and
of my
here's the
way to go see
problem.
that. You know.
And artists aren't really finding good references. Like, the references I found and I wanted to share with people are very, very, very sexualized, especially when it comes to women. Like, they exaggerate. The hips are like, all right, bro, you can pump out like 20 babies with those hips, you know, and then you can feed 20 babies with the other parts, you know. It's crazy. But like,
It's like
I mean,
these don't
you'll
need to
never
be
run out
that
of.
large.
They won't run out of food. That's all I'm saying. So,
Oh my goodness, jeez.
no, but it's crazy. But then, all right, I'm gonna say this, like, tell the story. There was this one time, and this is prominent in the industry. This is one time, this guy came into class. He was like over Zoom. I think maybe my senior year, and he was just talking about how he kind of broke into the illustration industry. Started doing like the comics that he wanted. He couldn't get the job that you want. You know, like in the beginning, you can't get the job that you want, and that's really
Sure.
really prevalent with artists, especially the really really popular ones. Um, it takes a long time for you to break into the art field. But so he's like, yeah. So when I started, like when I wanted to do zines and stuff, want to do like publish my own stuff, I you know, it's kind of gross and dirty, but like, I mean, you do what you got to do. I worked for Playboy, and I did like a bunch of their magazines and stuff, and I worked
Really?
with pornography, and like in my head, I'm like, I kind of just like checked that after that. I'm like, this guy is useless. I'm not gonna listen to him anymore. I'm like, who? What? He's saying that, like, yeah, you might have to get dirty, and he's like not necessarily proud of it, but that's what he did. He's like, you might have to do stuff like that, you know, get dirty. He sounded like a little ashamed of it, or like at least a little like scared to say it.
It's like you're
Like,
selling part of your soul just to make it. Like, yeah, you wouldn't do
yeah, I'm
that.
like, why? And I think the professor's like, he's a liberal, but he's also probably like, okay. Yeah, but it's funny, but like it's true, because a lot of the references that people get, like even with like figure, is now the big P, you know, like um I see like references from like, all right, cool, this is like a cool gesture of like this cool like woman, like the character, right? And you just swipe right on Instagram, and you see like the reference is this like Playboy model, and you can see a lot of that, like a lot of like really good artists, and their poses and their females are based off Playboy models and stuff, and naked women.
That's nuts.
From that kind of yeah, it's not like,
That's not normal.
it's not good. Yeah,
And that's why you end up with such sexually charged imagery, especially for women.
yeah, and it's why it's all like, I like the skin tight because I can see the textures, but I don't like the skin tight so I can see the person, you know. Like, I
Yeah,
want to,
yeah.
but and it's especially what it's based off of, you know, like you base this off of like your lustful attractions, and then you put it into your artwork that is being shown to the masses, into a lot of
You're
children.
almost. It's like you're
might
putting
wanna watch.
It's like people are putting their fetishes in the mainstream.
Yeah,
Basically, what you're
exactly.
saying.
Why would you do that? That's strange.
It is really weird.
I mean, yeah,
But I mean,
you can have
half the art I
preferences and
see on
stuff.
half the commissioned art I see on Twitter is people asking for a preference they like of something.
Hmm.
And half the time, I try not to get into this part of Twitter, but you end up seeing like commissions for like furry art, and I'm like, what the heck?
Bro, you can make a lot of money off of furry art, dude.
I believe that, but I would never want to
Vor,
see
furry
it.
vor. Ooh.
Ooh,
They're just eating people. That's crazy.
that's
People
just
eat this.
bizarre.
Yo, Esteban.
He shows up for this. He
What's
shows up for this part of the
Oh yeah.
conversation.
Okay. So Esteban? Have you ever heard of furry vor?
No, let's not. Let's not and say we did.
No, yeah, no, but it's. I mean, you can have your preferences. You can have the things that you find cool and like, right, and put them into your character. That's fine, but you can't. Don't be a goon, bro. Don't be a total. Don't be a total like
Don't put your gooner art
goon
out in
chud,
the
bro.
public. Yeah,
That's
this is a
crazy.
goon checkpoint. No goons.
Yeah, we have So the comic I'm making. I mean, I think it would be cool for like this character, and I think this is a cool look to have. Like it's kind of like her. She kind of has like short hair that goes down to here, and she has bangs. It's kind of looks scrappy and stuff. I think that
Yeah.
looks cool, and I put that on character because I think it looks cool. You know, you have a like a hair fetish. That's gross. Yeah.
I
But
read furry as fury.
I read furry as fury. Yeah, it's real.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, people. It just depends. Like references are just destroyed, and we kind of lost how to get that. And then I mean, Catholics are scandalized by live drawing, like figure drawing, right? But then, like, what's the other reference you have? And you have to be mature to do that. You have to be very mature, and you have to be disciplined to kind of get through that. Because I felt a little wheezy, man, looking at those naked people. You know, I've never seen. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that.
let's not go down this route, Dan. Let's not go
bro.
there, okay?
Anyway, yeah, no, but like you have to be mature. You have to be mature about it, bro.
My goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, and people aren't.
You don't want to be that old European guy at the nude beach in Jamaica who's constantly being weird with everybody. That's just gross.
Bro.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always the really old European guy who's got the giant beer belly. Stay away from those guys.
You'll probably live till 90, though.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. It was a joke. Oh man, wow.
Wait, is this a different chat that you're reading?
No. I just meant like I was making this up, and I was seeing how far I could go before you'd be like, shut it down.
No, I would never shut anything crazy down, dude. You know me, bro.
What I'm saying, my wife and I never went there, but we heard stories about it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh shoot, no.
We went to the.
No, I heard something about that. I'm like,
no. There's like there was like 2 different beaches when we went to Jamaica, and we kept thinking like, the nude beach is not for us, so we never went. But we heard from some other people there was a couple old geezers that were really strange there. And
you're like, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's kind of weird when you see the other old people there, but when you get like those 20-year-olds coming, I'm like, bro, I heard that during like a family Thanksgiving one time. Like,
you know what? I have to say,
not my family,
I don't regret it at all not going to the nude beach. I don't regret it.
Yo, that's big of you to say. That's huge, actually.
I didn't go. We chose not to go to the nude beach. We were like, yeah, not for us.
That's more power to you. Honestly.
So, Danny, what got you into your art style? What would you recall your art style? Like, just if you had to categorize it.
When I started, like, I didn't know. Like, I tried to do as much as me as I could, but like,
Can I showcase your website right now?
Sure. Yeah, I don't care. You can.
We're getting towards the end. We probably should.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to showcase the comic side too, we can talk about my story and stuff, like of what comic I want to make, and
let's do
talk about that. But yeah, my art style. I didn't know how to draw certain things, and I drew things, and then I don't know. I don't remember my first one and why I drew it like that. Kind of more like I kind of think it based it mostly off of like the old adventure show, Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. You know, like the one before like the weird, more human. I don't know, an old adventure show. I based kind of off that, but not too much, because I just really liked it. And same with like the Bruce Timm, like with the Batman Triangle Eyes. I thought that was cool. But then I saw the anime, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. And I saw that
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Yes, okay. I know what you're talking
I
about
saw
now.
like the way the anime drew, like adapted the. I don't have any of my old art on there, but like adapted kind of just how the eyes went. And like the different folds and like the different planes of the face, because it really like outlined the planes and stuff. Like anime is usually very simple. This anime is very blocky in a way.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, there are planes, and I can just mimic this, and I kind of get like the 3D aspect. So that's how I learned how to draw noses. And when I drew noses, I'm like, okay, this kind of looks weird, but I kind of get it now. And people draw it because now I can see the 3 planes of the nose, like the sides and the top. Kind of
I'm
thinking of
still
inserting
pulling up
emotional.
your thing. Sorry, it's taking me a
Yeah,
minute.
no worries. Um,
I
do
typed it in wrong. Let's see if it
you want me
works
to? Do
now. No, I think I
you
got
want?
it. I think I got it this time.
Yeah, don't put DJ PISELLI. It's D
No, I didn't.
PISELLI.
I didn't. I forgot
Okay,
to
because
put
I
slash
actually have
work.
like another website that says DJ PISELLI. It's like, whoops, you accidentally put a J in there. Here's the actual website.
Whoops. That's funny.
Yeah, but it adapted from there. I got more real, and yeah.
Check that guy out.
All right, so loan, and if
All right.
yeah, there's some
Creative
certain
minded media.
there's
There
some
we go.
recent things. That's for Evan. You can see that in
Yep.
the background of some videos and stuff.
Pretty cool.
My
Frog
YouTube,
pop intro.
the YouTube video, some shirts I made for the Catholic Creators Conference underneath that.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Can I zoom?
they're still gonna use those. They wish that they could use that one before, but it's kind of just yeah. It's very ink heavy as well. Like I like my blacks. I one time
So do you design on with a pen or on the computer?
I design yeah I have a drawing tablet. I go on
Okay,
there. Like
okay.
if I really want to get like an idea out like quickly and like meticulously and I have time, I'll bust it out on a piece of paper and then I'll ink it on the drawing tablet. Yeah, now we're gonna get it into like my full
Yeah, these are pretty cool.
pages. Yeah, so that's East from the West, and that is a comic about a woman going through purgatory and being cleansed by the flames of purgation. It's not like the best.
Have you heard of
The Great Divorce?
how much Saint Lore do you have?
I don't know. It depends.
I'm pretty sure Saint Patrick's the one that they claim actually went to purgatory while he was on Earth.
I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't know. If we go to that one's cool. That was kind of more like a whim drawing. I like that one.
Saint Michael. Who is that guy? No, I'm just kidding. Who is Saint Michael? All right, let's see. Yeah,
There's a fire comic right there.
very cool.
Boom.
Bam. Love it. Love it.
The Aaron Heresy.
So if you want to find his work, you go to dpiselli.myportfolio.com/work. I'm gonna drop it
Yeah,
in the
you don't have to
chat.
do the slash work, by the way. It's just.
It didn't work for me until I did.
Oh, really? Dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you also can go to my profiles and like link there. So I have my Instagram, my Twigger,
Twigger.
yeah, the X.
X, bro.
Sorry, Twex. That's for Braden right there.
Neat.
He loves Bellarmine. I actually was Bellarmine for Halloween because I'm like, what else am I gonna do? I did see Bellarmine. Gene Doc.
So, are you aware that there is a Joan of Arc video game?
No, and I'm scared to look at it.
It's on the PSP and it's heavy anime.
Yeah, they honestly, I had this thing where I'm like,
That's a cool art, though. I'm gonna give it
thank
to you.
you.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, there's this thing where it's like, I said that Joan of Arc is not single-handedly, but toppling over the LGBT movement.
Or he can give you his phone number.
I can give you my phone number. But Joan of Arc is toppling the LGBT movement because she's praying for them because they made her their like one of their icons. Cause oh my gosh, a woman cross-dressed. They literally made the same argument that people burned her. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're just stupid, bro.
Oh, nice. Nice. Sketchy morals. Heart of Fire. Very cool. So yeah, you guys should definitely check out his work. And if you're looking for an artist to do anything, contact Daniel for help. For commission. What do you do commissions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Contact Daniel
you can
for
DM
commissions.
me and you can call me. I put my phone number in the chat. I'm just kidding. I have if you want to check this out on the comics page, it's the first thing. And it's Host Hunter, and that's the story that I'm trying to write. And Host Hunter is about a girl who, a young woman who goes, around being called by the spirit, and she rescues hosts. And so she's the host.
Is this the thing here?
Thanks
I
for
clicked
filling
on
in,
it.
Robin.
I clicked on it and it was like being weird. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, no,
So
that was
is
commissioned.
this a frame from it or no?
That's
It's
so I
Batman,
actually
right?
that's Batman. No, that it's just the cover
Okay.
on the left. Is
Okay. Got it.
the
Got it.
rest
Okay.
is the rest is separate. That's
Okay.
the Robin filling in for the bat signal.
Gotcha.
That's the comic. Yeah. So this is all I have right here, and this is it's a story I want to work on, but she rescues Host. She works with this kind of this I don't want to say organization. What should I say? This order. Sorry, this order to kind of ask the spirit where he is. Ask God where he is,
Then go and
and she
find it.
yeah, and go find the host. Go find God. And so in this first story, you're introduced to her, and she's sneaking around a satanic temple, and she
Oh,
finds this like black
like that
mass,
guy in
right?
real life who stole the host back, right?
Yeah, and I don't remember if I did this because of that. I don't remember. But like this is just a cool I mean, actually her original thing was like she was like this big knight lady and she just like Delta Force just toppling satanic temples by her sword and like killing everyone. I'm like,
She
wait,
went
okay.
full on Samson and toppled the pillars.
I feel like this is like something where like that idea I'm like, okay, cool and all, but like I feel like that's like an idea of like kind of
She's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, except she's going after hosts from satanic
yeah,
temples.
no, like the original idea it seems like if you like go out and like topple these people and she's like this bad A like
She's just basically a
woman.
superhero at that point.
Yeah, woman with like a giant armor. It's kind of like it seems like some sort of like uh, what is it called? Like righteous. It's like a righteous anger, but like it's not really merciful in a way. Like you can scream on Twitter
Oh yeah,
based, right? But this is like
yeah.
something more merciful. It's like the priority is not to topple the satanic. Well, yeah, it's to combat Satan, but it's to retrieve Jesus, and Jesus is the priority, and
Yeah.
that's what it's doing. Like if she has to beat someone up, she will. She maybe. She can get overpowered. She's just a woman, Like I'm not a woman, but I could probably get overpowered. And I'm not gonna like. Yeah, I did a cool rubber hose drawing of Esteban. It was really sick. He was one of my first commissions too. It was great of him. But yeah,
All
no,
right.
she goes through these so she goes through these different places. Like the second story is her going into the city, and it's not just like these satanic people. It's just like people who like steal it, and she tracks down this woman. She tries to get it from her, and things happen, and sometimes bad outcomes come forth, and there's gonna be a whole like it's a 3-issue arc between this girl.
No, it
And,
seems like a really cool idea to go rescue hosts that have been
mm-hmm.
stolen or otherwise.
Yeah, and I want to make it to the point where like some of these people you see on this cover right here, they will return in like other like comics down the line in church because I want this to be merciful and I want her to be a witness. They're like, what's going on? Like some of them are like trying to grab her. Some of them are like, what's going on? Like why is this person so devoted to this? And saying like maybe we're like bad,
Yeah.
And so I want there to be mercy for these people because the original idea is like, bro, you don't want to just kill everyone, bro. You don't want to kill your enemies. You want to defeat the enemy. You can't do that without God. But like, you want to be witness for people to be saved.
Sure.
So that was my kind of process into making Host Hunter, and she.
I like it,
Yeah,
but
she's cool.
it does have a bit of a dark theme to the cover.
Yeah, it can get pretty dark. It's not for kids. I wouldn't say it's for kids. Unless I'm not going to show like nudity. I'm not going to show like a bunch of gore and stuff. I mean, you can show it to your kids. Maybe not your 1-year-olds. I don't think they'll get it. But
Oh man.
but yeah, I mean, a lot of things are up to the parents' discretion, and my focus is to make something where it's dramatic and
Something
stuff.
that would be kind of a different I mean, this is a different concept. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. Something that can
Did you know
get.
that there's a Japanese anime about priests who investigate miracles?
No, I did not. I think
It's called
Patrick would know
Vatican.
this.
It's called Vatican Miracle Examiner.
Vatican Miracle Examiner.
Yeah, literally,
That's
that's what
cool.
it's called. They had some Japanese people in the Vatican researching how priests actually investigate miracles, and then they wrote a bunch of scripts for. I think there's at least 2 seasons of the show.
That's kind of rad. That's
Yeah,
cool. There is a good amount of like Catholic anime stuff too. That's not like uber sexualized too. Like it's cool. Like the church is cool over there.
I don't remember if there was any sex. I only watched 2 episodes of it, but the first episode, the
Oh
I have
no.
seen the anime.
What's going on? What's wrong, Patrick?
Anyway,
Please type in chat.
the opening episode, they're investigating a miracle where a woman is claiming to have conceived in the same way as the Virgin Mary, and it's like, yeah, that's clearly not a miracle. Like, there's no way this actually happened again. So like after that, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this show. So I watched 2 episodes and I kind of gave up.
Mm.
I might eventually watch it, but
Patrick, you need to tell us about like what it is.
I
Like
think
if
you
you've
and
seen it.
Patrick and maybe Javi should get together and review the show.
Well, I don't know if we can really get together,
No,
but
on
maybe
StreamYard or
on
something.
StreamYard. Maybe we'll see. Javi has a hard time with StreamYard. he has a difficult time. But yeah,
Anyway, I
he's.
like the concept. It's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool. It's not something I've heard of before. It makes sense, and that like the host would be calling out to somebody to save them.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I
I like
think
it.
of this one girl. Well, an inspiration actually was this one little girl who was in a war torn area, and oh yeah, it's weird. Sure, she was in war torn area, and there's a story. I don't really know too much of the details, but like she like in this church, like many hosts were just spilled all over the church floor, and she would sneak into the church every night and consume one host,
Oh,
and then come
crazy!
back the next day and consume the next one
Oh, I know what you're
until
talking
they're
about.
all done, and then the last one that she has, she gets shot in the head and martyred. I don't know
I
if
know what
that's,
you're talking about.
but like I was just inspired about this person just having this young woman who's just so like on fire for Jesus to put herself on the line to go rescue him. And that was the inspiration for this. I don't think that she's gonna die in the comic. Probably not. We'll see like where the story goes, but probably not. I like the character. You know, it's also in its infancy. So that's smart. You
And
know.
you definitely don't want to tell people you're going to kill the character off in the first book you're writing.
Yeah. Huh, it
So if you heard
depends.
that, Dan, he hasn't decided what he's doing yet. So
I
let
haven't
people.
decided if I want to kill her yet, but probably not, actually. I know what I'm doing for the 3 issue arc, and it's going to be a little dark, and I'm going to have to talk to some people, maybe a priest, about it. Because when making Catholic content, you have to, like, I mean, it drives you to think about, like, what you're saying and what you're conveying. And so, I mean, with my capstone, I talk to my priest, like, and deacon, like, every single art class, or maybe, like, I had maybe, like, 2 art classes a week, so, like, twice a week or maybe once a week, and my story changed because of the Catholic theology, and so like I need to get this in front of more people to make sure my story's sound and stuff. But there's a good amount of darkness in here, and not in like a bad way, but like to exemplify the art. Like Patrick mentioned Flannery O'Connor. Is like, what did you say, Flannery O'Connor dark? Maybe, but like it's not.
She
There's
was
a
pretty
clip that
dark.
yeah, there's a clip of Godsplaining I edited for like one of their shorts, and is it's part of the podcast, and I exemplified this clip because I was talking about Flannery O'Connor's art, and he's saying she doesn't use violence for violence's sake, and this priest said she uses it to wake up her reader in a sense, saying
Yeah.
like because this is they're saying that this is like a post she's writing like a post World War II era, and everyone was like kind of desensitized and kind of crazed at the time, and so I kind of want to make something to kind of like wake people up, like wake Catholics up, because a lot of Catholic content that I see can be very sterile, which is fine because you want to evangelize your children and you think that comics are a children's media, which is not. I wouldn't say it though. It looks like it, but it's really not. It's not for children.
Cartoons
They're
aren't automatically for children. I mean, look at Family Guy, The Simpsons, or like
yeah.
any of these types of things. There are
It's
cartoons for people. Invincible.
yeah.
I wouldn't just turn on any old cartoon and think it's okay for a
Yeah,
child. But
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of
I mean,
Catholic
I
comic.
really like this concept. Sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to see what you do with it, and let me know when you do have like
Plan. No,
when you're
I'll let
ready
you
to
know. It's
issue it.
cool.
We'll promote it on this channel for sure.
Thanks. Yeah. And so, and I created a comic brand called Anura Comics, which is frogs too. Like Anura is like the species title for frogs and toads.
Huh.
So it means it's like Latin for like something for like creatures to have like no tail.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so they have a tail when they're tadpoles or whatever, but then they lose their tail. So they're like kind of like reptiles without the tail. So they're called Anura, and
Neat.
yeah. I just like frogs. Kind of the
All
deal.
right. Well, on that
Hey,
note, is there
thanks,
anything
Chris.
else you want to plug on this podcast?
Plug. Yeah, if you guys want to follow my Instagram, and I don't really post on Twitter or anything, but if you
It's
want
at
to,
what?
so it's at djpiselli.art.
That's what I thought. Oh, djpiselli.art.
Yep, that's my Instagram. You can follow me on there if you want to commission me. You can commission me there. If you want, you can also do djpiselliart@gmail.com. That's my email. You can email me there. And yeah, hey, and it's also, I'm just being a good person here, man. Shout out to my employers, Godsplaying. Hey, man, they came out with new videos, so you should watch.
Did I spell that right? DJ
DJ
Pacelli.
Piselli Art, yeah.
All right.
djpiselli.art and djpiselliart@gmail.com. So if you guys
Looking
want to
for
reach out to me there,
commissions, check them out there.
yeah, dude. And yeah, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I see
Yeah,
that
yeah. If
multiple
you're
people. Hey man, multiple people have been watching the stream. I know that there was at least 6 concurrent viewers, and there's only 4 likes, and I'm one of those likes. All right, so there needs to be at least like 3 more
yeah, and if
likes.
you're interested in the furthering of this show, definitely subscribe. If you don't care about the furthering of this show, you don't want Daniel to be seen by tons of people in the future, then don't bother liking, don't subscribe, don't do any of that stuff.
And I will give you Chris's personal phone number that I definitely stole, so you guys can
There are
Venmo
7
him.
likes, you monster, Danny.
Oh, I only see 4. What?
Maybe you didn't
Wait, let me
refresh the
reload my.
page.
Yeah, let me refresh the stream. No, there are only 6. Okay, you guys need to. All right, you're you're a liar. You're a liar. Okay, come on. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
All right.
More people need to like. Anyway, I'll stop yapping.
On that note, but I do want to say thank you for coming on and giving me
Dude,
2.5 hours of your time. I really appreciate it.
2.5, bro. Why do I speak so much? That's crazy.
Time
Wait, I thought
flies when you talk to me. Okay, I'm just saying, time flies.
it's true. We should do 4 hours. Let's Jimmy Aiken this, John. I'm kidding. No, let's not do that.
Listen, if I ever get an in-person show, I will happily do multiple.
Where do you live?
Yeah, let me just dox myself to finish.
Wait, no.
this
Where do
stream.
you live?
Bro? I mean, what
I
I mean by in-person show is like if I ever get a studio like Pints of the Aquinas did, then I would definitely do stuff like that for sure.
Hey man, that'd be cool. I mean, just do it in your child's bedroom. Just put like a curtain over the crib.
The few in-person interviews I've done were in my basement, so that
That's
tells you
not
anything.
bad. That's not
Yeah.
bad, dude. You just need 2 lights. You need the cross fill lights, and then
Lights,
if
camera,
they're like
action.
next to each other, bro. If they're like facing each other, the other light's the backlight.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. So
On that note, though, follow Daniel.
Thank
Give him commissions. Danny Boy, whatever you want to call him. The pipes are calling.
yeah.
On that note, though, we will see you guys on the next one. I got another show tomorrow, actually.
With whom?
Christian Wagner.
Yo, wait. Why isn't
Yeah.
he the big 50? Why am I number 50? Come on.
Because you got here first.
That's
okay?
true.
He was supposed to be, I think, like number 47, I think.
Oh, like he could have been the big Trump number.
Yeah,
But now,
we had a lot of discussions behind the scenes about when he was going to come on. But tomorrow night, guys, come
So
see Christian Wagner.
we pre-gamed you guys.
We did.
This. Yeah, now
Danny
Christian
was
has
the act that Christian has to actually follow up.
Yeah, I loosened you guys up a little bit, and so you guys you have to stay on your guard, because he's gonna really get you, and you might be a little jumpy. I don't know.
Listen. All I'm saying is, like the stream, go follow Danny wherever he is, and we'll see you guys on the next one. God bless. See you guys.